Yo, Mr. Wazza, good to have you here, bro. Welcome, welcome. Um, just making sure the stream has pinged. There we go. We have it in the, we do have it in there. How you doing, man? I'm doing alright, all things considered. Obviously, can't be perfect at the moment, but, it's how it is. End of the day, I'm doing alright. But yeah, how's things going, guys? Now, I'm just going to start off by saying, because I've started late, I've decided I'm not going to do Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4 today. Because I know you guys were waiting for Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4. But, and I know most people voted for Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4. You know what I mean? Like, I know... Yeah, I'll get into that in a second. But I know you guys voted for Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4. And I would have done it. I was planning to do Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4 today. But because I wasn't able to start earlier like I wanted to because of my dog, I kind of thought, like, because the most people wanted to see Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4, right? And because I've had to start, like, 3 hours later than I would have, that's obviously, this is the Discord link. Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much, man. But yeah, like, I would have done Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4 today, but because I've had to start 3 hours later because of things going on, I kind of thought, you know what I'll do? I don't know if one of you two were the ones that voted for McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark, but majority of people wanted Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4, and then another couple of people, or one person, voted for McGee's Wet and Wild. I don't know if that was one of you two who voted for McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark. I'm not sure. So I kind of thought, well, you know what? Because we can't do Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of thought, like, yeah, you voted Poppy's Playtime. I know you did, yeah. But I don't know if Mr. Wazza voted for McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark or not, or something like that. But because I don't have, like... Are you the one who voted for it, Mr. Wazza? Did you vote for it, or was it someone else? I was just kind of assuming that you must have been the one who voted for it, but I'm not sure if you were the one. If you didn't vote for it, I kind of feel bad for the person who did vote for it, and who's not going to be here for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who voted for it. You did. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So, like, because I thought, like, oh, well, I know you are kind of, like, interested in McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark, and it's like, because you are someone who's been interested in it, it's like, I kind of thought, well, you know what? Because, like, I'm not gonna be, like, I am gonna be my usual self. Obviously, I'm not able to, like, I can very much easily, go for it. But I don't want to play, like, a really hard-driven story game. You know what I mean? Or, like, a really hard, like, stressful game. You know what I mean? And, like, Poppy's Playtime, it's not stressful, but it's, like, because it's a horror game, it's, like, I've got to be, like, really on it. I'm not really on it at the moment. Let's face it. I'm not. End of the day, if you guys didn't know, my dog at the moment has had a rough couple of days. She had a bit of a really bad sore on her foot. So she had to go to the vets for that. She's now in a cone, so that she doesn't lick the paw. So she's in a cone at the moment for her paw, which she doesn't like. She doesn't like being in a cone, but I mean, who would, to be honest? End of the day, she's in a cone, which she doesn't like. And then today she started having diarrhea, which is not good. So, yeah. So, because she's been having some diarrhea and that, she's going to be going to the vets again tomorrow, or if you wait 15 minutes, today. But we don't think it's anything that bad. Can we do Poppy's Playtime? Yeah, of course. of course, the next stream that I do will be Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4. Like, I was gonna do it like, the other way round. Like, it's not like I'm like, picking something no one wanted. I was gonna do Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4, and then I was gonna do, McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park, but because of, like, the circumstances, I kind of thought, well, I'm just gonna flip that round. Instead, I'll do, you know, what McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park today, and then I'll leave Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4 for the next time I stream. So, yeah, don't worry, I am going to be doing Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4 next. It's just I wanted to, like, not the cone of shame. Yeah. I do not like the cone of shame. Bro, she's become Doug, bruv. Like, she's gained the cone of shame. Yeah, she'll get better. Like, it's nothing, I'm not that worried. Like, it's not like it's, like, you know, like, it's not anything that's, like, making me, you know, really stressed or anything, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a, of course you are, what a shock. But, yeah, it's like, end of the day, like, I'm not, it's not stressing me in any way. It's not like I'm sitting here, like, you know, like, worried for her health and stuff like that. Like, I am, of course I am, but it's like, it's not a big thing. It's more just, it stressed us out because we've had to follow her around, you know, clear up her shit, you know what I mean? Like, make sure she's feeling comfortable, make sure she's eating her food, drinking her water, stuff like that. So it's like, it's just like if you have a kid and they're sick, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're worried for their, like, well-being and that. Like, of course you are, but, like, it's more just that it's taking a toll where I'm kind of, like, quite tired. So instead of doing a really stressful game where I was going to be, like, you know, like really in it and stuff, because I'm not 100% there, instead we're just going to run a water park. You know what I mean? But I kind of thought in the meantime, since, if you've checked the title, you'll know what I'm going to do first. End of the day, I was going to do McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park and I was going to just do that and make it easy and simple. But before we do that, I kind of thought, you know what? Today was the final set of games to get to the halfway mark in the Premier League season. If you think about it. 19 games have been played now. You know, the games today, Tottenham, Bournemouth, Brentford, fucking City, Sunderland, you know, Liverpool, Leeds, you know, the game of Fulham and Crystal Palace, I think it was, wasn't it? They were the final games to get to the halfway mark. So, if you guys are ready, I kind of thought what would be a good thing is, considering we are at the halfway mark, I think we have a little gander at what my Premier League predictions were. You know what I mean? Like, so I thought, what better thing to do than, considering this is literally the halfway mark of, you know, the Premier League season, and obviously at the start of the season, before the season started, we did our Premier League predictions. We predicted where everyone was going to be and all of that in the table. And so I thought, you know what would be a good little thing for us to do? Let's go and have a little gander at our Premier League 25-26 predictions that we made at the start of the season, before the season even started, to see how accurate we've been up to this point, you know? And see, like, what we should change, what we should do, and stuff like that. So, yeah, if you guys are down, you know, I thought, let's go and have a little gander at what our Premier League predictions look like. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. Put Spurs in 5. No, I'm not moving anyone. I've already made the predictions, bro. Like, I'm not moving anyone. Like, end of the day, this is just where I think that the Prem will finish. I'm not moving anyone. It's not like, no. Like, end of the day, the predictions are not going to be moved. It's more the fact that I'm going to check out where I put my predictions. And, Spurs coming top 5. I don't think they are, mate. I really don't. I don't believe that for a second. So, yeah, you know, end of the day, I think, without further ado, I think let's have a little gander at where I think the table will, or where I thought the table would finish at the start. So, let me just quickly grab my, let me quickly just change the scene real quick to this. So if we work through this, give me a second, guys. I'm just expanding it to make it more dramatic. Give me a second, guys. So if we have a little look at this, give me a second. I'm just trying to move the scene around. I do apologize, guys. Give me a second. All right. So, without further ado, guys, my relegated squads were these. This is how the table looked at the bottom, right? Oh, wait a minute. Let me, actually, let me just reset it. Give me a second, actually. Oh, fuck me. I've just, give me a second, guys. I do apologize. Yeah, it's a little bit zoomed in. I do see that. Yeah, I do see that, mate. Give me a second. Let me just move it around. Just trying to fit it in here, guys. So, if we have a little gander at what my bottom of the table looks like, okay, this is how the bottom of the table looked. I'm just going to move the chat down here, right? So this is how my bottom of the table panned out. Because I wanted to zoom it in so that we don't get the entire table in. But actually, you know what? I'll just put the whole table in. Fuck it. We'll get a little gander at them all. And we'll just go through it one by one. Give me a second. I'm just unzooming it real quick. I'm just unzooming it real quick, guys. I'm unzooming it. I do apologize. Just having to make it fit again. Let me just get it so that this looks proper. So, this right here is what I predicted at the start of the season. Before the season even began, I'm just going to put the chat over here, because this is a nice little area for it to be. I'll just put it like right there. There you go. That'll do. So, this is where this is my Prem table prediction. So, this is what I predicted the Premier League to finish at the start of the season, guys. At the start of the season, this was my Premier League table prediction. This is what I predicted at the start of the season in stream. We did it in stream. We did it at the start of the stream. We did it before, or like, we did it, I can't remember how much before the Prem started, but I think it was like maybe a week or so before the Prem began. Yeah, we can see now. Yeah, thank you, Kaizen. Yeah, we got it there. Don't you worry. I got it there eventually. Eventually, I zoomed it in nicely. But this is how I predicted the Premier League to go. So, we basically did it. So, as you can see on the side, we did 18th to 20th. Then we did 13th to 17th, 8th to 12th, Conference League, Europa League, Champions League, and then Champions. Right? That's how I did it. And obviously, as you can see, if you have a little look at what we've got here, we didn't do too badly. Like, there is some shockers. I will say there are some shockers. But I've seen people do these predictions, right? And then they're at the halfway point and they're completely off it, right? And they're like nowhere near. I've done okay here. Like, there is some that I have very almost nailed. I actually think there's a couple that I have nailed dead on, if I'm correct in saying. So, if we have a little gander, going one by one. Let me just zoom in real quick. So, our relegated 18th to 20th, guys. Let me see if that has, has that, wait a minute, give me a second. Let me just make sure that that has worked. There you go, wonderful. Yeah, I can zoom in perfectly. There we go. So, I'm just zooming in so that we keep ourselves as a gander at, like, what we're looking at. So, if we have a little look here, as you can see, relegated 18th to 20th, I did one right here. I got one right. And I think I had fair reason to predict it at the start of the season. I think I did. Because you've got to understand that when you do these predictions at the start of the season, you can only go off of so much, knowledge. You can only go off of so much knowledge at the start of the season to predict why you think teams are going to finish where. Okay? Now, in 20th, I put Burnley. That is almost bang on. They are 19th in real life. They are literally only ahead of Wolves, right? So that is almost bang on. I have almost nailed that, if I'm correct in saying. So, you know, that's not too bad. Like, end of the day, we've done okay there. You know what I mean? Like, in 20th, we have got Burnley. And I have done almost perfectly on Burnley. I have almost nailed Burnley. Like, they're 19th in real life. You know, at the halfway point, they're on track. Obviously, Wolves would have to have a real comeback for Burnley to actually finish in 20th. Because they're pretty much already relegated, guys. But, yeah, end of the day, for Burnley to get 20th, it's going to take a bit of a hard doing. But they are 19th. That is not my worst prediction in the world. I predicted them to be pretty much at the bottom, and they are pretty much at the bottom. You know what I mean? They're struggling this season. They're not looking like they're really going to get anywhere. They're getting beaten quite a lot. And, yeah, you know, like, they are very much in the struggling territory at the moment. Now, this is where it goes a little bit rogue, guys. I will say, let me unzoom real quick, because Brentford and Everton are my other two relegated teams in 18th and 20th. You know, 18th and 19th. I had Everton in 18th and Brentford in 20th. In 19th, sorry. I keep saying 20th. I don't know why. Right? So, I kind of screwed up there, because if I go to the Premier League table, so that we can do a little bit of a cross-reference here, right? If I go to the Premier League table, and we have a little gander at what teams are sitting in right now, okay, at the halfway point in the season, let me just quickly get another tab open so that what I can do, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have two window captures and then have a, can I get a second window capture, please? Give me a second, guys. Yeah. Select capture that. There we go. Okay. So, if you'd see right here, guys, if I quickly just try and minimize this and get this, wait a minute. If I can get this up in the side of the table, we can have a little cross-reference here. You know what I mean? If I just do this right. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Can I crop this by chance? What I'll do is I'll just leave it here, and then I'll just bring it across. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I got an idea. I know how to do this. So, if we have a little gander at the Premier League table, guys. This is how the Premier League table is looking right now. I'm just trying to make it look good for you guys. So that, let me just move this down here. There we go. Wonderful. So, I've not done too bad. But, if we have a little gander at the Premier League table right now, okay, I'm going to keep it like this so that it looks good, okay? So, I'm going to quickly, like, just keep doing this and this, just so that it, like, flips between them. So, yeah. If we look at our Premier League table, let me just make sure this actually looks good. There we go. That looks good. Wonderful. So, yeah. End of the day, Burnley haven't done too bad. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, guys. I just had to quickly set this up out of nowhere. Like, I didn't have any preparation time to set this up properly. But, Burnley, I've done very good. You know, I put them 20th. I thought, like, I remember my logic behind it. I remember my logic behind putting Burnley in last was, Yeah, I do feel for you, Adam, bro, that you've broken your finger. You know, end of the day, I'm sure you'll be all right. You know what I mean? I'm sure you'll get through it. You're a tough guy. You know, you can make it through it. But yeah, end of the day, Burnley, I've done very good, in my opinion. Like, end of the day, I have done very solid on Burnley. End of the day, I predicted them to be 20th, because my logic behind it was, they didn't really sign anyone exceptional, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't put any... Yeah, I know, don't worry, bro, I'll get to that in a second. But Burnley, I put them 20th. End of the day, I thought, well, they didn't sign anyone exceptional in the summer. They kept Scott Parker as manager, so I was like, well, you know, he's got a bad reputation as manager. You know, when he was at Bournemouth, didn't do great. When he was at Fulham, they got relegated. So I was like, well, you know, Scott Parker, he's never done that great when he's gone up to the top tier. And when I made this tier list, James Trafford had already been sold to Man City in the summer, because I waited until a week before so I knew what happened in the window, you know what I mean? And James Trafford had already moved. And I was like, well, they kept so many clean sheets last season because of James Trafford. So I was confident, like, they're going to have an absolutely abysmal season. And all in all, you know, if we have a little gander back at the table, I've not done too badly on the old table, you know what I mean? Like, end of the day, like, Burnley are sitting down here, you know what I mean? They're down on, 12 points from 19 games. They've only got 3 wins. They got, oh wait, no, that's not wins. Oh, that is wins. Yeah, they've only got 3 wins. They've got 13 losses. They've only got 3 draws. You know, their goal difference is pretty awful. Like, you know, they're not doing great, Burnley. They're struggling. They're a very hard, like, they're keeping up. That's the thing. Like, compared to Wolves, they are actually at least keeping up with, you know, like, some of the other teams down here. But they're not, they're very much a very hard favourite for probably the fact that they're probably going to get relegated. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, this is only reviewing our predictions. At the end of the season, we'll see how many I actually get right. But I can't change them or anything. It's not like I'm changing them. I'm just having a look at what I predicted to what is actually the real thing. You know what I mean? But end of the day, all in all, that is nowhere near my worst prediction. Like, that's actually an okay prediction. I'm pretty happy with myself there. Because end of the day, who could have predicted Wolves would have had as abysmal of a start as they did? You know what I mean? My logic was pretty correct. And to be honest, if Wolves weren't having such a, abysmal season, I think Burnley would have been 20th. You know what I mean? Like, if they weren't having an abysmal season, Burnley would probably be rock bottom. You know what I mean? Trafford isn't that good. Well, he isn't that good at City because it's a big pressure club. But I think at Burnley, he would have done okay in the Prem. I think he would have saved a lot because obviously he would have had to face a lot of shots. He would have been the main man, you know what I mean? He would have been able to, like, be more of a, you know, he would have been more lent upon. And I think that would have helped him. Like, I think he would have been a difference. I think they could have been up in maybe, like, the 13 to 17 mark if he'd have still been there. You know what I mean? Like, that's my way of seeing it. Now, from here, the other 2 in the relegated spot is where we kind of lose ourselves a little bit, guys. Because in 19th and 18th, I had Brentford and Everton, right? Brentford and Everton. Now, I'm going to explain my logic behind this, right? At the start of the season, when I made this tier list, guys, when I made this tier list at the start of the season, and I made this prediction table, end of the day, I predicted Brentford for 19th. And the reason I predicted them for 19th is because when I made this list, okay, when I made this prediction list, Brentford had already sold in the window. They'd already sold Flecken, Norgard, Brian and Burmo, Joanne Wisser. Actually, they might have not already sold Wisser, but I know they were, like, Wisser didn't want to be there. I remember that. He was not happy and he wanted to leave. And then there was a couple of other people that were, like, linked with exits and stuff like that. And they hadn't really signed anyone. The only person they'd signed was Kelleher, if I'm correct in saying. Obviously, they made a couple more signings since then. But, like, you know, they hadn't really signed anyone, and no one knew what was going to happen. And the only logic I had to go by is because Thomas Frank had left, he'd gone to Tottenham, he'd left them, you know, he'd left to Tottenham, and they'd hired Keith Andrews, and he was their set-piece coach. And I was like, well, you know, they hired a set-piece coach, you know what I mean, as a manager. So I was like, there's no way he does solid. You know what I mean? Like, surely as a set-piece coach, you're not going to be great as a manager, especially considering you have no squad to work with. boy, did they shock me. Because who'd have fucking thought that Igor Thiago would go on a madness? They would also go and sign a couple more people, like Jordan Henderson and, who's another one they signed? I know they signed, like, someone else for their attack, and I can't remember who it was. Utara, that's the one. And then, obviously, they also had people like Sharda stick about, Damsgaard stuck about. I think there was links with him leaving. That's why I was a little bit like, okay, well, they're probably not going to stay in there, you know what I mean? Pretty sure 6 is Conference League. No, it's not. 7th is Conference League. 6 is Conference League if we don't get the coefficient place. 7th is Conference League. 5th to 6th is Europa League. It's top 4 for Champions League. 5th and 6th is Europa League. To be honest, even if we get the coefficient, then it's top 5 for Champions League. And then it's 6th and 7th for Europa League and 8th for Conference League. It's normally 7th, and then it can actually even go to 8th. Because if things happen, like obviously this season it was 8th that got Conference League. Because obviously Chelsea got Champions League with Newcastle, Arsenal, you know, Liverpool, City. And Tottenham obviously got it from Europa League win. So it's like, you know, with certain circumstances, it can be 7th, 8th, you know, even more. Yeah, they are. Yeah. And yeah, like, end of the day, I predicted Brentford to finish 19th because of all those factors. Like I said, little did I know that goddamn Keith Andrews, guys, was going to go on a bit of a madness, pull out some incredible results for Brentford, by the way, who've only lost, well, as you know, they've lost 8. Brentford have lost 8, they've won 8, and they've drawn 3. They have gone on a little bit of a madness. I will say that. They have been pretty fucking goddamn good under Keith Andrews. I'll give them that. I'll hold my hand up. You know? I will hold my hand up and I will say fair fucking dues. You know what I mean? Like, Keith Andrews, he's done a bit of a fucking goddamn madness with Brentford Football Club. You know what I mean? He has made them into a little bit of a beast. Like, you know, bro, Keith Andrews took over Brentford. They lost all their players and they're higher than Tottenham, who have Thomas Frank as manager. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, like, he's doing better than Frank did at Brentford. So it's like, I've got to give him credit where it's due, you know what I mean? Like, I don't normally sit here and, like, want to toot, you know, like, Brentford's horn too much, but I'm going to give him it. They've done a very, 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 very solid job. You know what I mean? Like, they're doing a very good job. So, you should be a coach, because it seems you know every team's potential. I mean, you predicted the board. Yeah, but look at these predictions, bro. You're saying I predicted the board, Kaizen, but look at the predictions. They're completely wrong. Like, I'm getting a couple right here and there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not done too badly on a few of them. But at the same time, I'm not doing good. You know what I mean? Like, there's some real howlers here, I will say. There's some real howlers. So, you know, let's not toot my own horn here too much. Like, I did make some big screw-ups here. So yeah, Brentford 19th. Who could have predicted Keith Andrews to do that well? I had my reasoning behind it, but let's face it, that one is going to be heavily wrong. You know what I mean? I predicted them 19th at the end of the season. They are definitely not going to get relegated this season. If they get relegated this season, they have to go on a literal, like, lose every game from here kind of fucking run. And I don't think that's going to be possible, to be blatantly honest with you. Now let's move into 18th, guys, where I've done just as equally shit. I've done just as equally dog shit in 18th as I did in 19th. Because in 18th, I predicted Everton, guys. Everton Football Club. And the reasoning behind this was, they lost a few players, Everton. I remember they lost, who did they lose? I know they lost, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. They lost, there was a couple of others that they lost that, were, like, decent. I don't think they were anything good. But I remember their signings were nothing special. You know what I mean? Like, they signed Tierno Barry, and I was like, okay, well, he's probably not going to be that great. By the way, spoiler alert, he isn't that good. Like, Tierno Barry, he's not good. You know, but they signed him, and I was like, well, he's not that great. They signed, who else did they sign? They signed O'Brien, Jake O'Brien. I was like, well, I don't really know if that's going to get you anywhere. Tyler Dibbling, I was like, I don't think that's going to do much for you. You know what I mean? And they didn't really make any signings. And I was like, well, you know, Everton weren't really that active in the window. So I was kind of like, well, maybe this will be the year when they're normally fighting down at the bottom that they get relegated. You know what I mean? And I threw them down there, and I can't remember my exact reasoning behind it. I'll have to go and rewatch. Like, at the end of the season, we'll rewatch my video from the start of the season to explain my reasoning, and we'll see. You know what I mean? But end of the day, yeah, I had Everton in 18th, and yeah, again, just like Brentford, guys, they're 8th in the league. So, yeah, we didn't do that great on them either. You know, they've got 8 wins, 7 L's, 4 draws, equal goal difference. They've done pretty good this season, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, you're gonna eat your gummies. Yeah, bro, you're gonna have some gummies, bro. Yeah, that's what they all say, innit? You know what I mean? That's what they all say. You just nom on them gummies, you know? You eat your gummies, Adam. But yeah, don't forget to watch AFCON. Oh, I'm keeping an eye on AFCON at all times, just to hope that United's players get fucking knocked out so they can come back. Like, I don't like saying it, but I am preying on the loss of all 3 countries because, you know, I'm not an AFCON follower, so obviously I just want my United players to come back. You know what I mean? But yeah, end of the day, lo and behold, guys, I don't know what my logic behind putting Everton at 18th was, but it was absolutely appalling because they're 8th and they're challenging for the European spots at the moment. So, yeah, that was a big screw up from me, I will say. Not my best. Not my best showing, the Everton one. Not my best showing whatsoever. Now, this is where it gets a little bit shit. I will say 13th to 17th, I did pretty dog shit here. I don't think I got many of these right, guys. Because if we move into 17th position in the table, or where I predicted 17th, I predicted Leeds United, right? I predicted Leeds United. Now, this one, I've done pretty well on, in my opinion. Because a lot of people predicted Leeds to go straight back down. A lot of people were like, at the start of the season, they were like, Leeds, they're going straight back down. You know what I mean? They're going straight back down. They are, there's no way they're going to do well. They got Daniel Farke as manager. They haven't really signed anyone insane. They've signed, you know, Calvert-Lewin, Stack. You know, who else have they signed? You know, they signed the Perry, the goalkeeper, Biol, you know what I mean? They made some signings and it was like, well, no one was like, a lot of predictions. If you watch a lot of people's preseason predictions, right, of their videos, a lot of people put Leeds in the bottom 3. A lot of people were like, yep, Leeds, they're going down. They're going straight back down. There's no way they do well. They're getting 100% relegated. And I think I have done pretty fucking goddamn good in the end, in my opinion. Because with Leeds, I have done very, very solid, in my opinion. Because if we have a little look at Leeds, guys, I'm 1 place off on Leeds. I predicted them 17th. They're 16th. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, I almost nailed it. I almost nailed Leeds on the fucking noggin. You know what I mean? Because, end of the day, they did start dodgy. They started really poorly, Leeds. They were really dodgy at the start of the season. They really did, like, dare I say, start with a little bit of a shaky start. They got a lot of their losses at the start. But if you look at their recent form, guys, look. Draw, draw, win, draw, draw. They have been very much racking up those draws. You know, end of the day, they've got 5 wins, 8 losses, 6 draws. They're building back up. They drew against Liverpool twice in this run. They beat Chelsea in this run. You know what I mean? Like, they have been going on a little bit of a surge. And honestly, if they weren't going on such a surge, I probably would have nailed it with them being in 17th, to be blatantly honest with you. You know what I mean? So I think I've done pretty fucking goddamn well on Leeds. Because a lot of people put Leeds in the relegation spots. And I've put them in 17th. And end of the day, they are 16th. They're out of the relegation spots. You know, they're driving themselves up the table a bit further. And I think they've done pretty well. Like, I think we've done pretty respectable at predicting Leeds' position. You know what I mean? I think I've done pretty well on that one, specifically. You know what I mean? But instead of Leeds, it was... Yeah, exactly. You know how it is. Got my digestives. Bloody hell, Adam. Are you just going to eat the whole fucking pantry or something? You're going to eat, like, what else you got to eat after this, bruv? You got digestives and gummies, bruv. Sounds like you're having a lit night. You know what I mean? But yeah, we did all right on Leeds. Now, I will be blatantly honest with you guys. These next three I stank at. I put Wolves in 16th. I then put Sunderland in 15th. And I put West Ham in 14th. Lo and behold, guys, my logic behind these three was, well, even though Wolves had lost Cunha, I kind of expected them to go out and buy people. You know, I kind of expected them to go out and buy people. I knew they had some decent players like Strand Larsen, who obviously did all right last season. You know, I knew they had a couple of other people like Joao Gomez, who's all right. And, like, you know, I thought, okay, well, Wolves, you know, they can make it. No, and their manager was doing quite well. You know, like last season, they did really badly. And then the new manager came in, the Victor, what was his name? Victor something. I know he's gone now. Obviously, they've got Rob Edwards now. But they had like Victor someone, whatever his name was. And he was doing all right at the end of last season. And my logic was like, okay, they're not going to have a great season. You know, they're not going to be out of the relegation battle. But they're going to do okay, Wolves. You know, I kind of thought, well, you know, they're going to get somewhere. They're going to get some sort of positive out of it, surely. No. No, I was very wrong with Wolves. Yeah, they're not, no, they're down at the bottom of the table, guys. 0 wins, 16 losses, 3 draws. Thank you very much to Man United for giving them that fucking draw, by the way. With a minus 29 in goal difference. I think every Wolves fan in the world kind of already knows that they're getting relegated. Yeah, And, yeah, because of that, I kind of expected Wolves to do a little bit better. You know, I thought they would replace... Like, we gave them 60-something million to spend with the Cunha money. You know what I mean? So I kind of thought, well... And the Ait-Nouri money, you know, that Wolves got from City for, like, 40 million. So I thought, well, they've got 100 million right there. Surely they're going to invest it. Nope. Their owners did not invest. And, yeah, they are paying the price for it. Let's just say that. They did not replace any of the players they lost. And, yeah, I got that one a little bit wrong, guys. I don't think there's any way Wolves will ever get their way back into 16th spot for my prediction to be correct, to be blatantly honest with you. Yeah, I might just have to accept defeat on that prediction, you know what I mean? Like, me and you were both wrong here, Kaizen, you know what I mean? I did predict Wolves to be a little bit higher, and I'm pretty confident that I don't think they are going to make my prediction correct, dare I say. I have a feeling that is going to be a very wrong prediction by the end. So, yeah. Now we move on to another very wrong prediction, guys. This time at the opposite end of the table. Because my next prediction was, I thought, oh, okay. Now, I still give myself a little bit of credit here, guys. I still give myself a little bit of credit. Because I remember this prediction. A lot of people were sitting there saying, no, Sunderland aren't staying up. There's no fucking way. Like, Sunderland are going straight back down. You know, they only just made it up through the fucking playoff final. You know, against Southampton. Or was it Southampton or was it Sheffield United? It was one of the two. I think it might have been Sheffield United, actually. But like, everyone was like, oh, there's no way they're going to come back up. You know, like, they've only just gone through in the playoff final. You know what I mean? There's no way they're coming straight back up to the Premier League. Like, and staying up. You know what I mean? They're going straight back down. I predicted that they would stay up, you know? Like, I predicted, that Sunderland were going to stay up. I was one of the few people in the predictions where I was like, well, I think they've got enough. I think they've got enough in them. I think they've got a bit of fight. You know, I think they've got the ability to stay up. And I put them in 15th. I was like, you know what? That's a solid position. We're going to put them in 15th. We're going to keep them there and see if they can, you know, prove everyone else wrong and prove me right. And, I mean, I guess they did that. They did prove everyone else wrong. They also proved me wrong, however, though, because even though I predicted them to be 15th, they're 7th. So, yeah, I predicted them to be 15th and be like, oh, well, they'll make it, you know, they'll make it. Yeah, no, they'll make it. Yeah, they're gonna make it in the fucking league, bruv. They're a 7th in the league. They're in Conference League positions right now, Sunderland. So, yeah, I was right. I was very much correct, guys. I was correct that Sunderland would prove everyone else wrong. And me as well. They proved me wrong. Because I predicted them down here in 15th. And in return, they said, nope, Not going to be the case, thank you very much. We're going to come up to 7th in the league, and that's where we're going to be. So, yeah, you know, they got 7 wins, 4 L's, 8 draws. They got a lot of draws, but, hey, that's enough to put them up here. So, it's like, you know, end of the day, guys, you know what I mean? Like, it's not too bad, is it? No, man, it's not too bloody shabby. So, yeah, I think personally, I think I've done okay on the predicting them to stay up, but I've also been completely outclassed by them in predicting them that they're going to go to Europe. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Was you now? I said they would be 8th. No, you did not. No, don't copium me, bruv. You did not say they were going to be 8th. It's all about probability. Exactly. It's all about probability. You know what I mean? I predicted that they were going to stay up, and I'm going to take that as a little dub. However, I'm also going to accept the fact that I maybe didn't predict them high enough. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have had a bit more faith in them. Maybe I should have predicted them to maybe get a little bit higher up. You know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't have undersold them, dare I say. You know what I mean? So, look, it is how it is. End of the day, it is how it is. We move on. You know, end of the day, we didn't get the bloody... We did not get it correct with the with the Sunderland thing, but we did an okay job. Now, West Ham, guys. Westy boy Ham. I was one of the few people that thought they would be down here in the table, because a lot of people, again, did think West Ham were going to be up in, like, the mid-tables to, like, challenging for, like, you know, Conference League kind of area, like the... You know, like, a lot of people thought they were going to be in, like, 8th or 9th or, like, 10th, you know, or up here. I predicted they would be in this little lower stage. You know, I predicted them in 14th in the league. And, again, I might have got this one a little bit wrong. Now, obviously, this isn't the end of the season, guys, so it could change. West Ham could go on a resurgence, and they could finish 14th. You know, some of these could change, and I could get some more right. But, at the moment, West Ham are, they're in the relegation zone at the moment. So, yeah. I kind of undersold them, you know what I mean? End of the day, I thought West Ham would be kind of like mid-table, because I thought, well, you know, like, they should have enough quality, you know what I mean? Like, they kept Paqueta, they kept Bowen, you know what I mean? They kept, like, you know, a few other players that have some quality in them, like Wan-Bissaka, you know what I mean? Like Thomas Soucek and stuff like that. And I kind of thought, well, you know, if they can get themselves a good striker, which they are working on now, by the way, in the January transfer window, they're signing a couple of people now. They're signing, I think, someone called, like, Gabriel or something, and then they're signing another guy called, like, Castellanos. I think there's, like, a here we go from Fabrizio on both of those. And they're trying to sign a striker now, but at the same time, it's like, I predicted they were going to finish in, like, mid-table area, and I got that one wrong. I'll be honest, I got that one wrong. You know, I got that one wrong. I predicted they would be mid-table. They're 18th. They're in the relegation zone. You know what I mean? They're a pretty favourable 18th in the table. Done your Maryland cookies now. Now I'm eating dairy milk bars. Bloody hell, bruv. You're going to have fucking diabetes. You're going to be like that fucking kid off of bloody, like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that gets stuck in the tube, bruv. Like, because you're too chubby. Like... West Ham are going to be in the Championship next season. I wouldn't hate that, because it's like, I do think that they've kind of long overdue, like, you know, I think they've enjoyed their stay too long. You know what I mean? They've always been, like, a little bit of a, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, when they won that Conference League, I think they got a little bit too big for their boots. Kind of like what Newcastle did when they won the Carabao Cup. I'll get into them later on. And I think, honestly, them going down would kind of give them a wake-up call. Like, I don't hate West Ham. I'm not against them at all. But, like, I do think they're kind of long overdue. Just stayed in the Prem a little bit too long, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And also, I kind of want to see their rivalry against Millwall in the Championship. But then Millwall could come up. Because in the Championship, they're like one of the teams that are possible of coming up. Anyway. Moving into the final part of the lower table, guys. We have Bournemouth, who I put in 13th. Now, a lot of people, I remember this one, a lot of people for Bournemouth said, no, Bournemouth that low. They're going to be up here in like 8th, 9th, 10th kind of area because they got like 10th, like 9th last season. And my logic behind Bournemouth being down here in 13th was they lost like all their players. You know, Kepa went to Arsenal. Kirkers went to Liverpool. They lost Zabarnyi to PSG. You know, like they lost Utara. There was one more, wasn't there? I swear there was another defender that they lost, but maybe not. Maybe I'm chatting shit. For some reason, I'm thinking that they lost another defender, but I can't remember if that's the case or not. And they lost a lot of players, and I was like, well, that's going to hurt them. You know what I mean? I still think they were going to stay in the Prem, but I was like, yeah, that's going to hurt them. And I've done pretty well on this one. I'll be straight up honest. A lot of people, when I made this prediction in the video earlier on, when I did the Prem predictions, a lot of people crucified me for this prediction. A lot of people. I remember it really well. A lot of people said, no, you know, they've got to stay in the Prem. Surely, they're going to be staying. Like, there's no way they're going to, like, you know, there's no way they're going to be up here. You know, they're going to be, like, up in the... Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't mean to minimize it. Do apologize. But, yeah, like, they were going to be up here. You know, a lot of people predicted they're going to be up in, like, the mid-table kind of area. And up until recently, I could have agreed with you. Because up until recently, they were up in, like... I remember, like, Bournemouth when they were up, like, here. They were up in, like, 7th, 8th. Until recently. But if you look at their recent form, guys, they have not been winning often. Draw, 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 L, draw. They have been getting so many draws recently. And if you look at their recent form now, they're actually only on 5 wins, 6 L's, 8 draws. They are the team that has drawn the most games in the Premier League with Sunderland. So it's like, end of the day, that's made them drop. You know, they're down on 23 points now. They're down to 15th. So my 13th is looking even more favourable for them now, because they're now getting a bit dangerous to the point where they might be going down into a fucking relegation battle here. You know what I mean? They could be very well fighting down here in the relegation spots if they're not careful. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to be blatantly honest. I've done a pretty good fucking job in predicting them to be fucking 13th, to be blatantly honest with you. Because I think right now, I've done a pretty respectable job for them. You know what I mean? Because, They've been on a little bit of a downward trajectory recently, Bournemouth. You know what I mean? Now, guys, without further ado, I think it's time now that we move into the mid-table predictions. You know, our mid-table. Now, this right here, guys, is where I've shined. All right? I have done very, very well in mid-table so far. I've done really solid, in my opinion, in mid-table. So my 12th to 8th, right, was Nottingham Forest in 12th, Fulham in 11th, Tottenham in 10th, Palace in 9th, Newcastle in 8th. Now, I have done really fucking solid in this part of the table, in my opinion. This is where I have shined. I have almost got these perfectly. I haven't, but I've not, like, done any major mishaps, you know what I mean? None of these teams, barring one of them, are, like, really under or overperforming their expectation. You know what I mean? So, let's get into the one that is very much underperforming the expectation, and the only team that I have got very wrong. Now, I remember this one to a T. This was my most controversial pick, guys, at the start, in that video. I remember this prediction to a absolute T, you know? I remember this prediction to a T. If I am correct in saying, guys, the prediction on this one for Nottingham Forest that I put in 12th, if I remember correctly, everyone I had for that stream, I can't remember who was there for the stream. I think there was everyone. I think there was Gabriel Martinelli. I think there was Mr. Wazza. I think there was Bozza. I think Max might have been there. I think a lot of people were there for that predictions, right? And if I remember very much correctly, for that stream, when I put Forest in 12th, I put them in 12th, right? And if I'm correct in saying, when I put them in 12th, I got so much backlash from all of the people in the stream. Loads of people were like, how could you put Forest in 12th? Like, they finished fucking, you know, like, they literally finished in 3rd last season. Was it 3rd or... No, they finished 6th in the end. They were 3rd for ages, and they finished, like, 6th. I'm pretty sure, in the end, or 7th. It was it was either 6th or 7th. And, like, everyone was attacking me. Everyone was like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, you've just put Forest, a team that finished in the upper area of the table, in bloody 12th. Like, you are on crack. You know what I mean? And my reasoning behind it at that point was fatigue. I was like, I remember it. I was like, they're going to be in Europe this season. They're in Europa League. I don't remember if the verdict had already been made. I think it had when I made the table, that they were in Europa League. And I remember I was like, they're going to be in Europa League. They're going to struggle in that because it's going to be a new thing for them. And because of that, they're not used to Europe and playing, you know, twice a week. They're not used to the fact that, obviously, they've got the fact that also they'd lost a few players by that point. If you remember correctly, they'd already lost Anthony Elanga. You know, he'd moved to Newcastle. I'm pretty sure there was another player they lost. I can't remember exactly who. And, like, you know, I think they already had a couple of injuries as well at the preseason. And I was like, they're going to struggle with the you know, a lot of people were like, you know, attacking me, saying, no, they're going to be like, you know, Europa League again. They're going to be up here in, like, Conference Europa League. They're going to stay up there. You are on crack. And I remember my logic was like, no, they're going to be in, like, a mid-table battle because they're, you know, when you're in Europe, it takes a toll on you. Trust me. United had it and Tottenham had it last season. They were terrible in the league, and then because of Europe, they never got a break. You know what I mean? And, like, you know, they're going to struggle if they're not used to it. And lo and behold, guess who was right, or more right? You know, all my viewers, all the people who watch that stream, you know, like, all the people who watched that stream were sitting there, you know, like, overestimating Forest. They were saying, like, you know, Europa League, Conference League kind of area. There's no way they're going to finish lower. I put them in 12th, and I was being nice putting them in 12th, because if we look at the bloody table, guys, sorry, 1 minute, let me go over to the bloody goddamn Premier League table. They're in 17th. So I have done a very fucking favourable thing by putting them in 12th. Because they're down in bloody 17th. They've got 18 points in 19 games. 5 wins, 11 losses, 3 draws. They're in some horrid form, by the way. Loss. Like, they are, I'm sorry to say it, but they're in a relegation battle. And it's like, I have done a very favourable thing with my predictions by putting them as high as bloody 12th. You know? Like, 12th place is nice for them. So, yeah. You know, end of the day, it's like, you said they would be at 15th at the end of the season. Are you sure about that? I have video evidence of this, bruv. Like, I'll see if you did. You know, like, in the future. When we check the end of the season, right, we'll see what you said. Because I have video evidence of this. So if you didn't say that, you know. Wait, why is... Oh, he's there. Me to speak... Yeah, bro, Baz, we know you speak English, bruv. We know you speak English, Baz, bruv. Like, we know that. Trust me. But yeah, I did them favourably by putting them there. Now, guys, barring Forest, I did very nicely on this part. 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th. Fulham, Tottenham, Crystal Palace, Newcastle. Now, because this is mid-table, I'm going to kind of whiz through this part, because there's no real logic for me putting them here, other than the fact that I didn't think that they were bad enough to get relegated, but I didn't think they were good enough to get anywhere near Europe. Right? Now, I will tell you right now, Fulham 11th, right? Fulham in 11th. Did I nail that one? Did I get that one bang on? Let me have a little look at the table real quick. I put Fulham in 11th, guys, and if we go and have a look at this fucking table, what do you see right there? What is that? What is that? Who's that in fucking 11th? I bloody goddamn banged it. I banged it. I mean, hell, even if you look at, like, this little part of the table, my 11th to 8th was Fulham in 11th, Tottenham in 10th, Palace in 9th, Newcastle in 8th. Who are these 4 teams right here? Newcastle, Tottenham, Fulham, Palace. I have nailed these 4 being near each other. The only thing I got wrong is I put them a little bit higher up than they actually are. You know, I put them 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and they are 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. And also Palace are 10th, Tottenham are 12th, and then Newcastle are 13th. So out of those teams, this is where I have shined, guys. I have almost nailed these 4, almost on the dot. You know what I mean? I have almost absolutely nailed these 4. I mean, I've nailed Fulham right now. They are correct. I've got them bang on. You know, Fulham. So, end of the day, I have absolutely nailed Fulham. Like, this is where I have done bits in the table. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, this is where I have shined. At least you predict. I did get one prediction correct, at least. You know what I mean? That's what we like to see right there. One correct prediction so far. You know, that makes me a professional, surely, guys. So, you know, I'm just saying, guys, I don't really have to give a reasoning behind any of these 4, because end of the day, I've almost nailed all of them. You know, Fulham I got dead on with 11th. Tottenham, I overestimated what they were going to do. I put them 10th, but right now they're 12th. So, you know, they're doing even worse than I thought. And I remember this one, Mr. Wazza, because I'm going to come back to you specifically here, because I know you're a Tottenham fan, Mr. Wazza, right? I know you're a Tottenham fan. Rate your face card. What face card? Where's your face card? Where's your face card, bro? Is it in the Discord or something? But, yeah, Mr. Wazza, I've got a little bit of a bone to pick with you here, Mr. Wazza. Because I remember this stream really well. And when I put Tottenham in 10th, I'm pretty sure you weren't happy with that. If I'm correct in saying. I don't remember if you weren't happy or not. But I'm pretty sure you were like, no. Tottenham down in 10th. No way. They're not going to finish 10th. They're going to be higher than that. They're lower than 10th. I was being nice. I was being nice to you by putting them in 10th. They're in 12th right now. You know? They've got to have a hell of a second half of the season here. If they're going to bloody goddamn prove me wrong and get up here. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, like, I think I've done them a pretty decent solid, Tottenham Hotspur, in putting them where I did, you know? You said they'd be 14th. Bro, I've got video evidence of this. If I come back to these 2 streams, the start of the predictions and the mid-season prediction streams, when we are at the end of the season, and I see that you've been bullshitting in the chat, then I'm going to have a little bit of a bone to pick with you, mate. Now, Crystal Palace 9th, I thought that was pretty accurate, because I thought, well, you know, Crystal Palace, they're going to be in Europe, obviously. They've obviously, you know, but they're on a decent high. You know, they won the FA Cup, they've done stuff like that. A lot of people had them, like, finishing, like, oh, they're going to be one of the next teams in, like, Europa League, Champions League kind of contention and stuff. And they haven't been bad, Palace. You know what I mean? Like, they haven't been shoddy. I will say. You know what I mean? DM. Okay, well, if it's in Discord, then I'll check it. But, yeah. Was the prediction before I came along? It might have been Kaizen. I think it was, yeah. But hey, you know what? You get to be here for the next season's predictions. You know, if you're still about. That's the thing. I think the prediction was... I mean, it was at the start of the season. So I don't know if you were here, like, around August. If you were here, like, early August, then you would have been here. If not, if you weren't part of the channel early August, then it was probably before you. To be honest, you know what I mean? I'm not sure. I don't know when you joined. Did you join early August? Or was it like a little bit after that? It wasn't long after that. I know that. If it was. But I don't know if you were a little bit before or not. But yeah, Crystal Palace, I done alright with. You know? Like, end of the day, a lot of people predicted Crystal Palace to be up here in the topper areas. I had them in 9th. They're in 10th currently. They're only in 10th by 1 goal difference. I almost nailed that one, look. Brentford are on 2 goal difference. You know, Palace are on 1. If they'd have won the game today, they'd have gone above Brentford. You know, I'm pretty sure. Because it would have been... Actually, no, they wouldn't. Because... Actually, no, if they'd have won today, they would have, yeah. Because they would have had less losses. So, yeah. Because it would have been the same goal difference. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, end of the day, I think I'm okay with my prediction of Palace. You know what I mean? I almost nailed it. I was here December. Oh, well, then, yeah. These were before you were here, then, yeah. Yeah, I did these before. It's not clear. What do you mean not... What's not clear? What's not clear? Is it good? Check Discord. Okay. Give me a second. Let me check Discord. Give me 1 second. Oh! Yo, Baz, bro. Yo, little face reveal for Baz, bro. I rate your fit, bro. I rate your fit. I do rate your fit. I rate your fit, bro. I do. Fuck it, I'll send one of these, bruv. I do rate the fit. You know what I mean? Do rate the fit. Sorry, Baz just sent me something. Yeah, I do rate the fit, bro. Know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, like I said, Palace almost nailed. Now, I will say, guys, Newcastle was a bold prediction for me because they finished Champions League places last season, and I remember when they lost Isak and they started because I remember Newcastle's summer, right? They went after Cunha, they failed to get him. They went after João Pedro, they failed to get him. They went after Ekitike, they failed to get him. They went after Mbermo, they failed to get him. They went after Benjamin Sesko, they failed to get him. They went after, I can't remember, they went after a centre-back as well, I think. I can't remember who the centre-back was, but I know they went after a centre-back that someone else signed as well. And they went after everybody. They went after Trafford, and they failed to get him. You know what I mean? Like, they went after all these players, and they failed to get him. You know, they failed to get all of these players. And I remember when they went after all of them, and I put them 8th, and I was being nice, because I was like, they're going to fall off, because they're not signing anyone, and, you know, they're going to start the season rough. And lo and behold, I was correct. I was very much correct with my prediction of them falling off. You know what I mean? End of the day, bro, I rate the fit, Baz. I do rate the fit, bro. Like, I do rate it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you got good fit taste. You know what I mean? I rated that they would finish in 8th, and they have gone below that. They are in 13th in the league right now. 26 points, 7 wins, 7 L's, 5 draws. Just the perfectly mid team. You know what I mean? Like, they've done nothing good, nothing bad. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably not going to get dragged into a relegation battle, but they are more than likely not going to get Europe this season. Unless they really have an insane second half of the season. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You know, end of the day, it is that. That is how it is. Now, guys. Now is the big moment. Now is the big moment for me personally, guys. If you guys know, or as you guys may know, I am a Manchester United fan. I'm a Man United fan. I have been since birth. You know, well, not since birth, because at birth I probably didn't know what a football was. But you know what I mean. Like, end of the day, I was born to become a Man United fan. And end of the day, I was fair with my prediction. Because last season, they finished, what? 15th? Was it 15th in the end? I can't remember where we finished. I know it was like very low. It was like 15th or like 16th or something like that. I think it was 15th because I'm pretty sure Tottenham finished 16th, if I'm correct in saying. And I predicted that they would finish 7th. I said they're going to have a little bit of a redo. They're going to get up the table a bit, you know. Like, at that time, we'd already signed Mbermo, Cunha. I think we'd already signed Sesko as well. The one that we hadn't signed yet was Lamens. Because obviously this was the start of the season. So at the start of the season, we hadn't signed Lamens. And obviously, we'd only signed them. And I was like, okay, we're going to get ourselves into Conference League. Because we're not going to get up here. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to get up here. And I'm still firmly believing that I don't think we can get up here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to keep up with this part. You know what I mean? Like, Europa League, possibly. We might be able to get to Europa League. Champions League, I think it'll be too much. I think it'll be too much. especially with considering how many injuries we have at the moment. Like, if you look at our squad at the moment, Man United, we have nothing. We have literally, like, I can't believe I was saying this, guys. We have a total, if I'm correct in saying, of 6 first-team players fit. I can count them for you. First team. Remember first team, guys. First team players, right? Before you say it, Ugarte is not a first team player. Same with Xerxes. So first team players, we have Benjamin Sesko, we have Mateus Cunha, we have Lamens, we have Lisandro Martinez, we have Casemiro, and we have Diogo Dalot. That is our 6 first team players. Because Dorgu wouldn't play if we had everyone available, because we'd have Mazraoui back, or Ahmad. You know, everyone else is second team or youth. And I'm not going to lie, I think we're going to struggle through January. Because with the fact of how many injuries we've got and AFCON still going on, January is going to be a rough month. I predict we will probably not get anything from the Leeds game. I'm honestly predicting that. I don't like to say it, but we play Leeds next, guys, and I don't have too much faith against Leeds. I think that Leeds could very easily absolutely pound us. And then I'm hoping we can then get something against Burnley after that and get a win. You know what I mean? But the game against Leeds scares me. I am very scared for the game against Leeds. But I almost nailed it. I put them in 7th. They're in 6th right now. They are a little bit ahead of where I put them. But, and this is a very important but, guys. Important but, you know. That was so fucking immature. Yeah, I put them in 7th. They're 6th. I am not confident we're going to stay in 6th. I'm not. I think we could, if we don't fix up, get our injuries back and start playing better, we might fall down here. You know what I mean? Because if you look at our goal for and goals against, we are the 3rd highest scoring team in the Premier League. We are the 3rd highest scoring Prem team. We have scored 33 goals. The only 2 teams to have scored more goals than Man United in the Prem this season is Man City and Arsenal. You know what I mean? They are the only 2 teams to have scored more goals than us. The problem is, we've got 29 conceded, guys. Which, if I'm correct in saying, is what? Like the 6th worst? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 7th worst in the league. 29 conceded goals. Like, our defense doesn't exist at the moment. You know what I mean? We have 2 clean sheets this entire season. So I am very fearful of what the hell we are going to do, like, in the latter stages when, you know, without our defense coming back. We need De Ligt and Maguire back. We need defenders back. You know what I mean? But, end of the day, that was my prediction of Man United. And I think I've almost got it down. You know what I mean? I've almost got it down. I don't think I'm a bad prediction. You know what I mean? Is either 1st or 2nd place. There's something about Ahmad. Man U is unpredictable. Yeah, they are unpredictable, Kaizen. They are. They're very unpredictable. You know what I mean? You're going to finish 4th. I'm always right. Mark my words. You're not Mr. Wazza, Adam, bruv. You don't have Mr. Wazza levels of bloody goddamn they're going to finish there and I'm always right. You know? You was right when you went to Old Trafford Tuesday. Well, I don't know if you why you'd be wanting them to fucking draw. Like, you were right and they drew the fucking Leeds. Like, thank you for that. Thank you for predicting that. The only benefit that United can have going into this game against Leeds on the weekend is it's on Sunday. It's early kickoff. Early kickoff Sunday, so it's like 12:30, I think, on Sunday. United played on Tuesday. Leeds played tonight. Or yesterday, technically now, because it's now over midnight. But they played tonight against Liverpool. You know what I mean? So hopefully, and the fact they had to go to Anfield as well. So I'm hoping that, end of the day, they might be a little bit more fatigued. You know what I mean? With the fact that they're only going to have Friday, Saturday to rest. And we've had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to rest. You know what I mean? Like, we played on Tuesday. So that's my only hope. My only hope is that we've had a bit more rest time, where we can now be way more energetic, start from the off, and just pound them to begin with. Like, because the problem with United, right, and this is my problem with Man United and the way it has been all season. The way it's gone with United is if we are not 3-4 goals up by half-time, we will concede in the second half. We always have decent, like, sometimes we have shit first half, sometimes we have good first halves. if we only go into half-time at 1-0 up or 2-1 up or, like, you know, something like that, we will not win that game from that. Because we will concede, right? We're not a team that can go in 1-0 up at half-time knowing that we have a very good chance of keeping that 1-0 in the whole game. You know what I mean? We're not. We're not that kind of team. So it's like, for us against Leeds, we basically have to pound them in the first half. We need to go to Ellen Road and smack them in the first half where we get like maybe 3-4 goals to make it comfortable. You know what I mean? And that's just not going to happen. Like, that's the thing. That is just not going to happen. You get what I mean? So it's like, that's why I am a little bit fearful of that. You know what I mean? In my country, football can raise arguments. Oh, every country, football can raise arguments. You said Sesko was going to be on all game. Well, Sesko wasn't bad in the game. Sesko wasn't the reason that we struggled against Wolves. Like, end of the day, the reason we struggled against Wolves is because we had, like, end of the day, you know, Sesko against Wolves was not our problem. He had a couple of really good chances. The problem was the creativity. Like, Ugarte Casemiro just did not work. We brought on Jack Fletcher. He does not know how to play football. I'm sorry, like, I don't care if you're a youth product. You need to fucking have a bit of fight, and he did not have any fight. And our fucking, like, cams just didn't work. Like, we missed Mount. Did you see his open header? It wasn't an open header. It wasn't. It wasn't an open header. He hit the post. Like, you think it's an open header, but it's a hard chance from that distance. Like, he's already passed the post. He has to direct it back into the post. You know what I mean? I think you're being a little bit too harsh on him right now, to be honest. I think you're being a little bit overly harsh on him, to be blatantly honest with you. So, I don't know. I think you're a little bit over harsh on him, Sesko. I think what we need back is we need at least one of Maguire or De Ligt to come back so that we have a bit more solidity in the back line. And we also need Mount back, because Bruno's not going to come back yet. But we need Mount back because we need his pressing. The problem is, against Leeds, none of them are going to be back, apparently. So, that's just great, you know, but that's what we need. Now, anyway, getting into the rest of the predictions, guys, so that we can then also get some McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark done today, guys, instead of just doing the Prem predictions. Review. End of the day, Europa League, I went Villa for 5th and Brighton for 6th, okay? Now, one of these was not bad, you know? Aston Villa for 5th was not a horrendous prediction. Because if we go over to the bloody goddamn table real quick, guys. If we go over to the Premier League table, Aston Villa, they're doing a little bit better than I thought. You know, they are up in 3rd. Now, I had them 5th, which is not a horrible difference. You know, it's only a couple of places higher. And to be honest, I don't think that I could think they could probably finish 5th. They're not a team where I'm confident they're going to finish in the Champions League spots. You know what I mean? Like, you know, after that absolute thrashing by Arsenal, which, by the way, Arsenal absolutely fucking robbed Villa with the fact that Mourinho should have been off in the first half. And that at that point, it was 0-0 still in the game. You got to remember that, guys. Before you sit here and say, like, oh, well, you know, they robbed them. I'm pretty sure Mourinho got fucking a yellow and then should have got a second yellow before the goals had even gone in, if I'm correct in saying. Was it not? So Mourinho should have been off the pitch, but Arsenal being as they are, you know what I mean? Like, end of the day, I can count on, I don't know if I can even count on all 10 of my fingers how many times Arsenal have been favoured by VAR this season. But, you know, I could probably try, but I won't do it right now. I mean, I can think of 4 just off the top of my head, and that's without me thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I can think of the United game at the start of the season. Cunha, penalty. Saliba dragged him down, no penalty. The Mikel Merino, not handball, bullshit, in that Villa game. The Everton penalty, handball. Was it handball or something? I know Everton should have had a penalty in their game where they lost. And then there was another one as well. I think it was, fuck, what was the game? I'm trying to remember the opponent. I know there was a really dodgy call in... Oh, fuck. Who was the opponent? Oh, well, doesn't matter. This isn't a dig at Arsenal. But I'm just saying, like, I think now that Villa have lost to Arsenal, which, by the way, I do feel bad for Villa, because end of the day, they were, like, they could have very much done well, and I think they got very lucky. As a competitive team, Villa is as shite as Wolves. That's a lie. You're just a Birmingham fan, bro. You don't like it. Arsenal is most hated. Oh, that's just everyone, though, bro. Everyone hates Arsenal. You know what I mean? Like, all countries, everyone hates Arsenal. Todd, have you seen what happened to AJ? I have not seen what happened to AJ. What happened to AJ? Oh, are you talking about, like, the car crash in that? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the car crash of, like, how, like, a couple of people died in a car crash. He was in the back seat or something. Or something like that. Like, I know about that. But, yeah. Anyway, like I said, Villa, I think, could very much fall back down to 5th. You know, I don't think that's a bad prediction. Now, Brighton, guys, Brighton's where I've got it wrong. Because I predicted Brighton to be in 6th. I thought Fabian Hurtzler was going to make an absolute wonder of a movement up to 6th. Now, they're not far away from 6th. Because, like, United are 6th with 30 points and Brighton have only got 25. So it's not far difference. This is why I'm saying, like, mid-season predictions aren't really that... It's just a review, you know, like, because anything could change in another 19 games. You know what I mean? But, and this is a big, you know, like, question mark. Yes, Brighton I had in 6th. They're not having as good of a season as I thought they would. They've won 6, they've lost 6, they've drawn 7. They are the perfectly neutral team in the league. Like, they are literally as neutral as you could physically be in the Premier League. You know what I mean? They're doing nothing good, but they're doing nothing bad as well. You know what I mean? They are just perfectly neutral. I mean, hell, if it wasn't for having only played 19 games instead of 18, you know, because they drew to West Ham in their last game. So if I hadn't done this video before the fixture against West Ham, they would have been perfectly balanced. You know, Thanos reference, bruv. They would have been perfectly balanced, bruv. 666. You know what I mean? They would have been the devil's number. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, they've got 7 draws, 6 L's, and 6 wins so far. They are as balanced as you could physically be as a football club, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, they are as balanced as possible. You get what I mean? Now, this is where it gets a bit saucy, guys. Because this is where we move into the Champions League, 2nd to 4th, and the Champions. Now, I'm gonna do this all in one go, guys. I had Arsenal 4th, Chelsea 3rd, Liverpool 2nd, and City 1st. That was my predictions, right? I predicted City to be champions, Liverpool to drop off to not be champions anymore and finish 2nd, and then I had Chelsea to go runners-up of Liverpool with 3rd, and Arsenal to drop down to 4th. I got this a little wrong. I 100% still believe that Manchester City will be champions. All right, I know they didn't win against Sunderland, but neither did Arsenal. You know what I mean? So end of the day, it's like, I think that was a game where it's like, I don't blame City on that game. You know what I mean? They drew to Sunderland, yeah. I understand that. Yes, Arsenal beat Villa, right? But at the same time, you know, Arsenal have still got to play Manchester City at the Etihad, if I'm correct in saying. Do they not? I think Arsenal have still got to play City at the Etihad. I'm not 100% sure about that. So, that's a game they could very easily lose. That then opens the title race up. And you've got to understand with Arsenal, guys, the way Arsenal works is they do bottle. When you get to the March time, you know, like, that's when they start to lose their bottle. Because they start to worry and get worried and stuff, and they bottle. You know what I mean? And end of the day, I'm still not 100% against the idea that I think City will win the league. I do think Arsenal will get 2nd at bare minimum, though, so I have got them wrong with 4th. But I put, you know, Arsenal 4th, and they're not far away. They're in 2nd, you know what I mean? Or they're in 1st, but like, I think they'll finish 2nd. City champions, I still think will be correct. And Chelsea being in the Champions League and Liverpool, these are the 2 I think I've got wrong. Liverpool and Chelsea are the 2 I think I've got wrong. I don't think Chelsea will finish Champions League possessions. And this is actually only now coming out now because of what's happened today. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day... Oh, of course they're a competition to City. Yeah, no doubt. Like, they're doing very well, Arsenal. But I do think they will drop off. I think they will bottle it. Because I think City have the tools where they kind of are used to being in a title-winning team. Arsenal don't. So I think mentality is what will come into it. You know what I mean? Now, if you want me to be 110% honest here, right? Chelsea is the one I've got very wrong. They are 5th in the league, which would currently get them possibility of Champions League, depending on coefficient places at the end of the season. I think Chelsea are going to drop off. I do. I think it could be very, very likely that if United can get their act together, I think we can very much overtake Chelsea at this point. Because you've got to understand, the Chelsea dressing room right now is all over the place. Because they play City next, by the way. They play against City on the weekend, if I'm correct in saying. I'm not 100% sure about that. I will check the fixtures list after I've done this, before I go into an actual game for the stream. I think Chelsea will drop off a cliff. Because they've sacked Maresca. And I think Maresca was actually keeping that dressing room pretty happy. And I think there's very little that they could go out and grab as a manager. There is very little that they could go out and grab as a manager right now. In terms of a manager right now, the leading candidate apparently is Liam Rosenier, like the Strasbourg manager. And I'm not saying he won't come in and be a nice guy. I don't think he has the talent to be a manager in the Premier League. You got to understand that going from being a Ligue 1 manager to a Premier League manager is a completely different ballgame. You know what I mean? Like, name me the last time a manager came from the Ligue 1 and did incredibly well at his first job in the Premier League. Because I know people are going to say, oh, well, Unai Emery managed PSG and then went to Arsenal. Yes, but how did he do at Arsenal? I remember him at Arsenal. He was not very good. Obviously, he's doing well now, but it's given him a lot of years to have to get used to Premier League football. You know what I mean? Same with if you think of a couple of other Ligue 1 past managers. You know what I mean? And you think of managers like Will Still. You know, Will Still was at fucking goddamn Lens, went to Southampton. They got relegated. Now he's been sacked by Southampton, you know, in the Championship. Like, Ligue 1 is a completely different ballgame than Premier League. And there is an obvious reason of showing that with the fact that Pochettino won the Ligue 1 with Paris Saint-Germain. But he was in the Premier League with Tottenham for how many years? Never got anything. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Ligue 1 is a completely different ballgame. And I think that they will fall off. I do. I personally think that Chelsea will fall off a bit. I'm not saying they won't get Europe. I am not saying that whatsoever. But what I'm saying is I think that they will fall down to like 6th, 7th kind of area, I think, is where they'll be battling. You know what I mean? I don't think they'll be going up here anymore. I think 3rd is very nice for them, to be honest. And then Liverpool, guys, is the only other one that I got a little bit wrong. Because I expected them to actually do something with their 500 million transfer budget spent on Wirtz or, you know, like Florian Squirts and fucking Alexander Isak and fucking, you know, Kirkes and Ekitike and fucking Mamadashvili and that centre-back that got an ACL instantly, you know what I mean? And, like, all of these signings, and they were shit. I don't care if they're 4th now, I don't give a shit. They're on their easy run right now, you know, this is the run where they're playing against all the easy teams. You know, they played West Ham, they played fucking Brighton, who are a little bit all over the place. They played Leeds, obviously, today, and obviously drew it. Like, when they get back to playing City again, Arsenal again, you know, hell, even some other teams that they've struggled against in the past, like Fulham, you know what I mean? Or, like, you know, Sunderland, stuff like that. It's like, I think they'll struggle again. I think they'll go right back to basics. Because you've got to understand that they're only doing well because Mo Salah's not there again. I think Mo Salah is a big contributing factor to them struggling because he's got to try and fit Salah in. And I think Salah's making the dressing room a bit toxic. And they're doing better now because he's at AFCON. And I think the second he comes back from AFCON, I think they're going to struggle again. And I know that might seem like really, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, Salah makes them better. Yeah, on paper. But I think he causes problems because he makes people drop out of the team for him. You know what I mean? Like, I think he is a very selfish player. And I will believe that for a guarantee. So that's my predictions, guys. End of the day, these were my start of season predictions. In total, I have 1 correct, and that is Fulham in 11th so far. All the others are, like, you know, wrong in one way or another, but not many of them were majorly wrong. You know what I mean? Like, Burnley's only 1 place off where they actually are. You know, Palace are only 1 place off where they actually are. Tottenham are not far off. You know, United are only 1 place off where they actually are. City are only one place off where they actually are. Liverpool are only one place off from where they actually are. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not far away. Like, I'm very close with a lot of these predictions. So it's not my worst predictions ever. You know what I mean? I think I've done an okay-ish job at the season's predictions so far. You know what I mean? I think I've done an alright job in the end. I think, realistically, this is pretty respectable. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're just triggered, bro, because Aston Villa are doing well, you know? Like, you're just triggered. Let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a look at the championship table. Let's have a little look. Actually, first of all, let's look at the fixtures of the weekend. So in terms of games on the weekend, week 20, guys, these are the games, like I said. Yeah, City do play Chelsea. Fulham against Liverpool, that's the one that I said they could be dodgy. Newcastle, Crystal Palace. Tottenham, Sunderland, that's a rough one. Arsenal, Bournemouth. There's a lot of interesting ones here. There's a relegation clash between Wolves and West Ham. You know what I mean? That's an interesting one. There's some very, very, very interesting fixtures coming up. You know what I mean? And, yeah, we'll see how those go in the end. You know what I mean? Because that could be a very, what should I say? I wouldn't say alarming, but it could be very interesting to see how those fixtures go. You know what I mean? Like, how are those fixtures going to be played out is the question. Because, I don't know, you know, it could go very, 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 very questionably. It could shake up the table completely. And that's the thing, you're only halfway through, you know what I mean? So, like, end of the day, you know, with that being said, guys, yeah, you know, end of the day, I think all in all, guys, I think I've done okay on this prediction so far. But there's another 19 games to play. We'll see how the season ends. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's do a little bit of McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark now, guys. Because I've sat here, you know, doing this bloody goddamn this thing real quick. So let me just do some McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark, guys. Because I said I was going to do both. And I am going to do both. We've done our predictions, or reviewing them. So, let's get into some McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark. You know what I mean? End of the day, I don't know if Mr. Wazza's still here. Are you still here, Mr. Wazza? Are you still about, bruv? I know you've been waiting for this, because you said you're down for it, bro. So, like, you know, if you're still here and still about, oh, there's a little update at the moment, guys. Give me a second, but it's never that big, normally, the updates. So, I'll just let it update nice and quickly. I'm sure it won't take too long. So I'm going to let it do the update real quick, guys. Well, I'm actually going to see how long it takes to do the update, because right now it's not looking favourable, I will say. Give me a second, guys. I'm waiting for it to estimate me how long it's actually going to take to know how much time I've got. Just having to update it, guys, because I didn't realise that I was going to be playing it today. I thought I was going to be playing Poppy's Playtime until I obviously decided that, you know, that's not probably a smart idea. Considering, you know what I mean? You're here, yeah, don't you worry, bro, guys, and I know you're here, bro. I'm just wondering if Mr. Wazza's here, because he was the one who was asking for it, you know what I mean? But yeah, don't you worry, guys, and I know you're here. And I know you're here as well, Adam. Mr. Wazza was the one asking for it. If he's not here, he's not here. Is how it is. He'll watch it in the future. But yeah, it's just downloading the update at the moment, guys. It says it's only going to take like 3 minutes, so we should be alright. And then once we jump into it, we'll be back with good old McGee and his good old Waterpark. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'll be very interesting to be back. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, next time I play, or next time I stream will be Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4. Obviously, I was going to do it today, but with my dog's sickness and stuff like that, I had to start the stream later. And because there's a lot more people wanting to see Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4, I want to do it at a more favourable time for everybody. You know what I mean? Whereas today, it was kind of like just a quick, like, let's put something together kind of stream. You know what I mean? Did you see my request for playing 5 nights after finishing Poppy's Playtime? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did see that, yeah. I did see your request in the Discord. Yeah, don't you worry, Kaizen. I will be doing that. I will be doing, I probably will do 5 nights, to be honest. Because, like, I've never really been one that's, like, you know, like, played the Five Nights games. Like, I obviously I know what they're about and stuff. Like, I get the gist and stuff. But like, I should I'm fully down, bro, to do some Five Nights, because I do need to do another horror game. And, you know, if you guys want to see me do Five Nights at Freddy's, and go through them all, I can do that. You know what I mean? I'm more than down. I will be a complete noob at it. I've never played any of them, before. So, yeah. It's worse than Poppy. Yeah, I mean, well, from what I know of Five Nights, is Five Nights at Freddy's it's probably more jump scary. You know what I mean? It's more jump scary, but it's less, like, of a story. You know what I mean? Like, Poppy's Playtime, it's more of, like, a story-driven horror game. Whereas, I think Five Nights, it's like, there is lore behind it, obviously, but it's like, the games don't really have the lore. You know what I mean? It's more like there is lore in the back, but the games are just, like, you know, they're more just, like, a jump scare kind of game. You know what I mean? What Five Nights would you want? Like, would you want, would you want, like, let me go on Steam real quick and look at what's on there for Five Nights. Let me put Five Nights. Because, like, there's some, like, obviously, there's the old, like, you know, like, base games, you know what I mean? Like, Five Nights at Freddy's. There's, bro, there is some amazing Five Nights games, guys. There's Five Nights at Stalin. I don't know what the fuck that is, but Five Nights at Stalin. That's a fucking game? Yeah, there's Five Nights at Freddy's. What the fuck can you get from Five Nights at Stalin's? But yeah, there's Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and 4. Then there's Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. I don't know what the hell that is. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. That's the one that, like, a lot of people have played. That's, like, the main one. There's Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. Don't know what that is. Oh, that's a VR one. Okay, I can't do that one. Well, it's VR... Well, actually, no, it's VR supported. It's not just VR. Then there's Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. I don't know what the hell that one is. Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. I don't know what the fuck that is. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. There's quite a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's games. You know what I mean? I don't know which one you'd want. You know what I mean? He won't make it Five Nights. Bro, I think you'd lose to Emery, you know? Good evening, bruv. He'll like, kick your ass, and then Emery will be like, good evening. Good evening. You know, he'll kick your ass. Start with the Security Night, Shift 1. Wait, Security Night? What do you mean? What's Security Night? What do you mean the Security Night? What, you mean Security Breach? I thought you'd want me to start with, like, 1, or 2, or 3, or 4, or stuff like that. I don't really... Like, the thing is, I don't know the lore, so I don't know, like, what order I should be going in. Of, like, what's the first one. Like, I know the Five Nights at Freddy's is the first one, but, like, I don't know if, like... I don't know if the Security Breach one, or, like, Secret of the Mimic or that is, like, first, in, like, lore-wise. I might have to look up the Five Nights at Freddy's lore to know, like, what order the game should be played in. You know what I mean? To know, like, what, like, makes sense as a good order. You know what I mean? I might have to do a little bit of research, dare I say. But the download is done, guys. So let me load it up real quick. Security Breach. Okay. Five Nights at Toddy's. Yo, that'd be quite scary, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I could scare a few people, you know what I mean? Five Nights at mine will be, like, it'll be... I think I could scare a few people, you know what I mean? Not a load of people, but a few people, you know what I mean? Anyway, let me get Waterpark Simulator up and running again real quick. Give me a second. I just got to find it. I don't actually know where I fucking put it, guys. So give me a second. There it is. Wonderful. Okie dokie, guys. So we are loading it up. Don't you worry, Mr. Wazza. We're playing it. The one you sit in the office as you check the cameras. Yeah. That's just Five Nights at Freddy's 1, isn't it? That's just original Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought Security Breach is the one where it's like more of a game. You go outside and like stuff like that. Yeah, no. Five Nights at Freddy's is the original like thing where you sit in the security office and try and like win and stuff. Five Nights at Diddy's though, bro, I wouldn't be shocked if that existed on Steam. By the way, like I went on Steam looking at Five Nights. I typed in Five Nights, and one of the first ones that came up was Five Nights at Stalin's, bruv. So I wouldn't be shocked if there is a Five Nights at Diddy's, to be blatant. Let me go and have a little look real quick at Five Nights again, because there is Five Nights at Flopper, Five Nights at Stalin, Five Nights with Froggy, Five Nights at Stickman, Five Nights at Furries, Five Nights at Skibbity Toilet, how many other Five Nights are there? Five Nights at Rona's, Five Nights at Backrooms Waifu Edition. That's a fucking porn game. I'm not doing that. What else is there? Is there any other ones down here? Some any, like, one that I shouldn't be looking at? That's about it, guys. Five Nights at Stalin's the most weird one I've seen. Oh, dear. There's some Five Nights games in there, bruv. Anyway, let me get the game real quick open for you guys. You know how it is. Give me a second. Game captured. Boom. That should load it, guys. Give me a second. There we go. It is the Christmas promo at the moment. Little bit gone Christmas, guys, but hey, we can be in the Christmas spirit still. I'm gonna put that in the top corner, right? We're gonna put our chat in the top corner. Top right. But yeah, good old McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park is open for business in the Christmas time, guys. It's time to enter McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park again, guys. At Christmas time. You know what I mean? Also, Todd, you still haven't given me advice. My girl got me pregnant. My advice was, excuse me, and what the fuck, bruv. That was that was my advice. I don't know what the hell to do for you, mate. My advice was my bloody goddamn gifts that I put in the Discord. That was my advice. You want horror games? Come to me. I know a lot. Oh, don't you worry, bro. I'll find some. I'll be able to find some good horrors, bro. Don't you worry. We'll have a little look. I might do a poll after doing Poppy's Playtime, where I might put like 4 different horror games that you guys can vote out of, so that you guys can vote what horror game we play next. Because when I do finish Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4, if Chapter 5 isn't out yet, which I don't know if it will be or not, then we'll do a different one. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're here, guys. We're on it. We're going. We're ready to go at bloody goddamn McGee's Wet and Wild. Wait a minute. Let me quickly move the chat again. Let me move it down here, actually, because then it's not in the way of this. So that's a nice place to put the chat. Wonderful. But yeah, we're back, guys, at McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park. Oh, look at it. It's just so beautiful. Everything's looking so fantastical. What is that? Have you got a snowman head? What the fuck is you? Who is this man? All of a sudden, I just feel some insane levels of, like, zen. Like, this man, bro, he's in ultimate zen, guys. Let me just... Sorry, guys, just zen mode for a second there. Who is this? I haven't played in ages, bro. I don't know who this is. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just gonna get moving. Bro, there's like everyone here has got like bloody Santa. Oh my god, they're in sleighs. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. The cars are sleighs. Oh, bro, this is a cool promo, bro. Oh, I say promo like it's a FIFA promo. It's a cool update. Bro, they got candy canes everywhere. Everyone's wearing bloody Christmas attire. Oh, wait, they're not all sleighs. Some of them are cars. It's just some of them are sleighs. Okay, I get it. End of the day, though, you know, like, look, it looks nice and gorgeous outside with all the snowmen and all of that. Apart from this yoga man, which has dry cleaners, laundry shirts, dry cleaning, 10% off. What do you want, my friend? Yogi. Guys, give me a second, guys. Let's get the voice for this man. You seek balance, young splashmaker. Enlightenment isn't found. It's cleaned up. Don't overthink it. Just grab the trash and call it a metaphor. Of course, my wise one. My wise man. I shall grab the trash and clean it up. Enlightenment takes time and more of my tasks. Oh, bro, thank you, oh wise man. My absolute wise human being himself. Yogi, the goat. Now you're here for your ASMR Zen session. Oh my god. Bro, have some we're gonna have some Zen sessions, bro. Every day I'm gonna go back to this man and I'm gonna get a new enlightenment from him, bruv. Like, how's the park looking, by the way? Oh, I forgot. We've got Catalia as my my service woman. We have Ryder still here as my mechanic, and then we also have a cleaner as well, guys. Lionel, who's I don't know where he is, to be honest. Oh, look at the place, though, bro. It looks all gorgeous. I think we have to change the attire, though, you know. Like, right now, it's all blue and everything. And I think for Christmas, guys, we've got to change the color. You know what I mean? Like, if we're going to have the Christmas spirit, I think it's only right that we change the paint. You know what I mean? We've got a bit of money lying around. We've got 5 grand. I think we should change the color, guys. And I think we should go a bit of red. You know what I mean? A bit of red and green. We don't really have a green, though. I mean, we have that green. That's not a bad green. So I think we're going to go a bit of a red color, guys. And I'm going to paint the... What do I paint red, guys? Do I paint the building green or red? Like, should the building be green or red, do you think? You know what I mean? I think we should... Oh! 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 This one! Oh! Oh! It's got red! Oh! Oh! I need to go have a sit down. Oh! 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 I have to lie down, guys. Oh! Bro, I just got ran over. My back. My back. Oh, my back. Oh! Anyway, what do you think my place should be? Should I make it like red or should I make it green? You know what I mean? Why is the water not freezing? That's true, to be fair. Like, why would you ever go in any of this water in the winter time? You know what I mean? It's just gonna freeze you to death. You know what I mean? Like, surely this should be my least busy time of year because it's like freezing time. You know what I mean? So what should I make the place, guys? Should I make it red or green? Like, because I'm probably gonna do both red and green. But which one do you like? I'll probably change like I'll probably change like the stairs and floor to one color, and then like the actual building to the other one, and the rails. So like the rails and the building are gonna be red or green, and then the floor is gonna be the other one. So do you think that the stairs and the floor should be red? Or do you think that the building should be red? Or do you think that the building should be green or the stairs and floor should be green? You know what I mean? Like, which one do you think would look better? You know what I mean? Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I'll paint the slide as well. I'm going to paint the slide and, like, the attractions. Like, I'll paint the slide and, like, the sides of the pool the same color as whatever I make the building. Because, like, it's all blue right now. So if I'm going to make it red, I don't really want blue things. I kind of want all the blue things to be red. If you get what I mean. So, like, I'll probably paint the toilets as well. You know what I mean? So, like, what should be what? Green roof. Okay, so if you want a green roof, that means the walls should be red, yeah? So you're saying the walls should be red. I think the roof is fine as... Oh, the roof has snow on it. The roof you can't even see, bruv. The roof I'll just leave black. You can't even see it, look, because the roof's got a bunch of snow on it. So... See, you're saying green and red, guys, but I don't know which part you're meaning should be green and which part you should be red. You know what I mean? I'll do white as well, yeah, 100%, because white is a Christmas color as well. So what should be what? What do you want to be red, green and white? Like, what color do you want to be green, red and white? Because, like, we can do the floor and the stairs. We can do the building itself. We can do the handrails. We can obviously also do the slide and stuff like that. So what do you think should be, like, because I can do white, I can do this color of green. I can't do, like, bright green, like holly color. I can do, like, whatever this color is. I don't know what color that even is. But it's a green color. That's what matters. So, like, what should be what? Red and white for candy cane. Yeah, that's sure, but, like, the smaller stuff is white. What? I'm not getting a clear answer here, guys. I don't want... Red and white stairs. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with you. So I'm going to make the green the... Okay, yeah. I'm with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do green as the building. Right? So the building itself, this building, is going to be this color. I'm going to make the building this green. Right? So we're going to go green for the building. To kind of, like, make it match. And I'm going to do this little bit as well. I'm not going to do the black. The black on the roof is going to stay as it is. But, like, the actual, like, these bits. Like, I think black and green kind of work quite well anyway. Black is a Christmas color. You know what I mean? Black has been a Christmas color before. So, like, I wouldn't be shocked if, you know, like, you keep black as a Christmas color. Let's just quickly rack on through this, shall we? But, yeah, we're gonna do all of, like, this part. As, like, green. So we're going to make, like, the building itself green. And then we're going to make the, like, stairs and floor that, like, white and red. So, like, we're doing all of this as green, right? I'll do this part as well. That bit. That bit. That bit. That bit. That bit. That bit. Just make sure I don't miss anything, guys. Make sure I don't miss anything. I'm just trying to get it in more of a Christmassy spirit, you know what I mean? Like, instead of it just being blue, blue's not a Christmas color. You know what I mean? Like, blue is not a Christmas color. We can't have blue for Christmas. You know what I mean? If we're going to have a Christmas color, we've got to make it nice and Christmassy, you know what I mean? And I'll probably keep it like this even after Christmas, just because, like, we can celebrate for longer, you know? Like, who's stopping us? It's looking alright so far, you know what I mean? Getting it nice and... Can I get the... Okay, that's in there. That's done. Good. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Looking good. We're getting there on the green, guys. Exactly. Blue have no festive color. You know what I'm talking about, bruv. There's no festive color for blue. Like it's a nice color, but it's like a summer color. You know what I mean? And that's why I made it blue, because we were like in the like September when we started this. So I made it blue because it was like a nice like summery color. You know, blue isn't a wintry color, in my opinion. Like, blue is like what you get on slides and that when you go to a water park in the summer. You know what I mean? We need a nice, like, Christmas colour. You know what I mean? So, we're getting it nice and green so far. I'm liking the greenness so far, I will say. I'm liking it. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. No, get the... There you go. Thank you. Let's just get this part on it. There. Wait a minute. Fuck's sake. Trying to get round all this crap is so hard. There we go. Nice. There you go. That gets that bit. 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 Very nice, guys. I will get into business. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible, but we can't open the park when it looks wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, guys. Looks are everything when you want to get ratings on a park. You know what I mean? Like you guys, like, I know we should open the park and stuff, but, like, if the looks don't make it Christmassy, then why would anyone stay here? You know what I mean? You got to understand that, like, looks are everything when it comes to a park. You know what I mean? You got to, you know, make the guests happy. And making the guests happy would be making yourself happy as well. Oh, I got to do the inside as well. I forgot, guys. Sorry. Give me a second. Hold on. We got to do the inside real quick. Because even though they're not going to see it, we've got to make it look right. You know what I mean? Nice. All right, now I need to do this little bar thing here. Nice, nice. Looking good, looking good. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Very nice. That part, that part, that part. Yeah, that bit as well. Nice. Oh my god. Like, looks are everything when it comes to a park, guys. You know what I mean? Like, if your park looks like shit, then you're not going to get any customers. You know, it's as simple as that. So it's like, you got to understand that, like, looks are as important as, like, the actual attractions itself. You know what I mean? So, there we go. That's a nice, good-looking little inside of green there. I'm going to keep the rims in that black, because black is a Christmas colour. Like, you can get Christmassy black. You know what I mean? The actual, like, stairs and that I'm going to change, though, and the floors and stuff. But, let me just make sure. It's all looking good, guys. Nice and good. Wonderful. 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 That bit. That bit. That bit. Oh, stunning. Stunning, guys. Absolutely stunning there. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, guys. That looks wonderful. A green entrance with the whitened pathways, which I think work. Now it's time to do the actual, like, you know, paths and stairs. You know what I mean? Because end of the day, we can't have this looking shit too. You know what I mean? So I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to do... I think we're going to do a red. Should we do a red path? Maybe a red path? Let's see how that looks, shall we? Let's see how that looks on the stairs. Paint roller. Oh, fuck. I don't have the paint roller. Wait a minute. Where's my paint roller? Oh, wait. No, this is the... That's the floor tool to change the... That's the floor tool. So this is for this part. Is that too red, do you think? Do you think red floors work, guys? Or do you want white floors? Like, what... Like, do you think that's too red? Or do you think maybe I should do a, like one of these? Like, maybe a... Like, maybe I should do that. Or I could try something and do a little, like, red, white, red. How about that? And do a little... No, that still comes out as red. Oh, fuck. Like, what's better? Would white be better, or would red be better? You know what I mean? Like... Yo, Gene, how you doing, bro? I'm sorry, bro. I was just too busy, you know, all over the place, like, you know, trying to create how we have a good park, bro. But how you doing, Gene, bro? You doing all good? Guys, should I go live in a few days on Twitch? Oh, I'm not against it, bro. Like, bro, end of the day, you go for it, mate. You go for it, Adam, bro. You know, go live on Twitch. I at some point will probably try and have a Twitch as well. Keep the pattern going. What, you mean like red and white? I think I got, what, you mean I should go like a red and white, yeah? Like, just do like a little polka dot kind of thing. Like this kind of thing. Like, go red, white, red. But I kind of want to do it like, I need to make sure, like, I do it like opposites. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want all white in one row. So, like, I've got to try and do like a, dare I say, like, oh, this is going to be really hard to do. But you know what? I actually agree with you, you know. I think it actually would look quite cool. The pattern actually looks quite good. So, like, if I do it all red, right? And I do, like, red there, white would be there, red would be there, white would be there, red would be here. Yo, that's actually kind of sick, though, you know? That's kind of looking good. That would be red, white, that would be red. Okay. That means that on this side, it would be the opposites. So, it would be this one, this one, this one. This is going to get really fucking goddamn awkward, but you know what? I think it'll be worth it. You know what I mean? I do think it'll be worth it. I agree with you, you know, like, I think it actually looks quite cool, you know what I mean, like a little red-white kind of, like, you know, like, hey, I'm not against it at all. I think it actually kind of works. Get, like, a little Christmassy theme, you know what I mean? But I think that pattern looks quite good. I think that looks like a pretty good pattern. Because then I can do, like, I'll fill in the other spaces that I'm leaving, by the way, with white. It's just that right now I have red active. So, I want to make sure it looks good. Okay, so now that part, that would be white. That would be red. That would be white. That would be red. That one would be white. That one would be red. Then we go over here. This one would be red. That would be white. This one would be red, but it's in the pool, so I don't need to worry about that one. That would be white. The next one would be red. That would be white here. So this would be red here. That would be white. That would be red. That would be white. Red would then go here. It would go here. This has made my job way more awkward, but also way more cool. You know what I mean? Like, so that one would be white, which means this one, that would be white. So this is red. There. Okay. And then here, that's red. That's red. That's red. That's red. Bro, I've made my life way more awkward, but at the same time, it's worth it. Because look, if I do now the white, I think we're going to get a nice, like, white and red kind of going here. Like, oh! You're seeing this now, guys. Now this is clean. We're going for a little, like, oh, it's looking clean. I'm liking it. It's looking clean. Like, we're getting proper festive now. Oh! Bro, have you ever seen more festivity than this? We're going, like, Where's Waldo kind of levels here. You know what I mean? Like, where's Wally, bruv? Can you put a Santa welcoming statue or a figure? I'll see if I can buy something to put it at the start. I'll see if I can try and get something. I'll see what's available to me, you know what I mean, in terms of Christmas buyings. To see if I can get, like, a nice, like, a wintry theme. But, hey, I mean, look at this right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I mean, that is clean. Look at that. You're feeling the festivities already, guys, with the red and the white. This is looking clean. Okay, so now white would go there, red would go there, red would go there, white would go here, red would go there, white would go here. And we can't do the next one. So this would be then white. This would be white. This one over here would be white. That's red down there, by the way. That means this one's white. This one would be red. Oh! I just landed on my head, guys. Neck broken. I'm dead. That's white. That would be red, red, white, red, That one's white there. Red, white. Okay, now it opens up a little bit, guys. This is where it gets a little bit more awkward. Red. That's white. That's red. That little sliver there is white. That would be red. That would be white. That would be red. This one here would be white, red, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red. Wonderful. Bro, I'm getting it. Okay, go. What do you mean this is awful? How dare you? How dare you, Mr. Wazza? What do you mean this is awful? This is looking absolutely fantastic. You're telling me that that flooring over there doesn't look fantastic? Bro, I'm gonna make these slides like red. Or like a green maybe. I'm gonna make all of the other stuff green, and it's gonna look like proper festive. The blue's not gonna exist. Like, all this blue is gonna become green. And then we're gonna have like a green, white, and red kind of theme. You know what I mean? This is looking clean right here. You know what I mean? You just have no taste, bro. You just made it abundantly clear that you have no taste. This is looking fantastic. How could you say this? White. White. Now, I will be keeping the park like this even after, like, the Christmas theme is gone. Because, you know, it would be a pain in the ass to then just change it back straight away afterwards. But I will change it again for, like, Easter, I think. So, like, you know, every, like, holiday will have a theme. Like, Valentine's, who fucking cares, bro? Bin that shit off. You know, like, who cares about Valentine's Day, bro? You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna do a pink park, you know what I mean? But for Easter, we'll do, like, a yellowy park, you know what I mean? We'll do, like, a yellow and, like a, I don't know, we'll have to figure out the colours for Easter. This is looking clean, bro. You just have no taste. All these black ones are gonna get filled in. Like, right now, it looks like a chessboard, but that's gonna change, don't you worry. So this is white, this will be white there. That's red, red, yeah. Okay, white. That is gonna be white here. That's red. This is white. That's red. White. White there. White there. Red. White. 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 Red there. Wait a minute. Let me make sure that's... Okay, so that would be white. Red. And white. Wonderful. White would then be here. Red. White. Red. White. Red. White. Red. White. Wonderful, bruv. And then this one here would be white. This would be white. That's red. That's white. That would be red. That would be white. That would be red. That would be white. Then you got this one here. That's white. That's red. This little sliver there will be white. That means this one here is white. Red. White. Red. Wonderful. Then you got this little sliver there. That would be white. Yeah, wonderful. Red. White. When it's done, bruv, you're gonna understand, like, how gorgeous it looks. You know what I mean? When it's done, you will understand the gorgeousness of this park. You know what I mean? Like, everyone will be clamoring in to get into this park. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be looking at it and go like, oh my god, I feel so festive. You know what I mean? And you're gonna appreciate it, bruv. Red, white, red, white, red. Which means the final one, that's white, that's white, that's white, that's white, and that little corner there is white. Wonderful. And now, if I quickly go over all of them again, and we go red, 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 guys, we now fill in the gaps. How big is this pool park? Bro, it's massive. It's massive. Yellow and pink. Is that real? Is pink an Easter color? I didn't know pink was an Easter color. I kind of always think of Easter as like yellow and green, kind of. But I don't think yellow and green really go together. So I might have to figure out what I do for Easter. Because like, I could do Valentine's. It depends on when I stream this next. You know what I mean? Of like when we next get into it. But like... Bow, bow, now, now. Now, 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 now. Just making sure to fill in the gaps. Remove it quickly, guys, and then we'll have a little gander at it afterwards. Just to make sure I don't miss anything, you know what I mean? That on there, that on there. There's one. Oh no, we've already done that bit. Okay. That bit, 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 that one, 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 that one. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that little sliver there, that bit, that bit, that bit, that bit, that little tiny corner there that I would have almost missed, that bit, that bit. Is that done? Have I done it? Have we created a park of white and red? That right there, oh! Oh my god, it's just so beautiful. It's just so stunning. It just feels so much more festive, guys. Pink is an Easter. I don't know. I didn't know that. I kind of always just assumed Easter was yellow. But then, like, I don't really know another color. I could do pink. I could do pink and yellow. I don't really know how that would look, though. You know what I mean? And now it's time to color all of our attractions that are blue. Into a green. So we're gonna have a green slide. I can't have a green slide. That's an... Oh, wait, it's a floor tool. That's why. I'm sorry, guys. This is a floor tool. A minute. I'm gonna keep the in here black, by the way. I'm not changing, like, in here to this color. I'm gonna keep this white as well up here. It's, like, more just, like, the floor down here is gonna be this color. You know what I mean? So now I'm going to do the stairs. Do I want them green? Do I do green? Do I do a green for the stairs? I'm trying to figure out if I want them green or if I want them white. Because both stairs enter onto white. And I feel like that kind of means they could go white. You know what I mean? I mean, these parts should be green already. I don't know why I didn't already make these parts green, actually. I almost forgot, guys. Like... These bits are part of the fucking goddamn building. You know what I mean? I didn't even make them green. How could I do that? That's annoying me that I can't get that little bit of black in there. But I need to get the little side bits, 100%. You know what I mean? To make these green. So I think I'm going to make the stairs white. And I'm going to make the, like, side bits green. I'm going to make the stairs white, I think. And I'm going to do these little side bits as green. If you get me. And then I'll do, like, the handrails as, like, red. Possibly. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's green, green, green. Because I think it's just too green. I think having the stairs also as green are too green. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think the other white. Like, I think, oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I think making the stairs white instead of green makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, do that, 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 that. And then like that. You know what I mean? And then we got like white stairs on the green, if you get me. With the handrails. Do I want them white or do I want them red? Let me see what the difference looks like if I do red handrails. Yeah, I don't think red. I think maybe green on the handrails. Make them green just like the green thing, if you get me. Because, like, I think white and thingy just, like, it stands out too much. I think maybe making this green, if you get me. That works, because then it's, like, the same color. I think green on the handrails makes sense. Because then the handrails stay the same color as the actual, like, barricade. And that's what they were. If you get me. Oh, God, I almost missed a bit of blue there, guys. Holy shit, I can't believe you guys let me almost miss a bit of blue. That's disgusting from you guys to not let me know about that. Dear me. How disgusting that could have... I could have opened the park with a bit of blue on my park. That would have been absolutely horrendous. Is it too green, guys? Are the handrails too green? Or are they alright? I can't really tell. Because I could do the handrails black, just like these handrails over here. But I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want them, like, green or if I want them black. Have you... Wait a minute. Let me read that fucking comment. Have you heard Sleep Well from... No, I have not. I have not heard that, no. Red, no. Wait, what red? What do you want red? Well, I mean, it depends how you've been sitting on it, bro. If your arm's been in an awkward location, that's probably why it's numb. What do you want red, Kaizen and Mr. Wazza? Like, what part of red are you saying? Are you saying the handrails? Or are you saying, like, or, like, the stairs? Or are you saying the stairs should be red? Like, what if I do red stairs? Like, what if I do... I've got plenty of money, guys, so don't worry. I'm not worried about, like, losing money from doing this. The red stairs look better? Does that make it look better if I do red compared to white? I know I'm going to do the slide. Don't worry, I'll do the slide. I'm going to do that probably green. Because it's on red and white floor. So I don't really know if it would look good going on, like, more red. If you get me. So, like, I'm thinking maybe go green like the buildings. You know what I mean? Just like how that was blue, if you get me. I was thinking maybe we do, like, a green slide like that. You know what I mean? Like that, like that. And then do, like, the borders of the pool green. I think that looks a little bit more... Whoa! Holy shit! How could I miss? I missed parts, guys. How disgusting of me. I need to fucking change that. Do you think the green looks better? On this part? Like the... What does this look like, green? Get rid of that now! No! No, I want it the opposite. I want the Hey, you know, actually, hold on, guys. I was attacking it, but now that I've added a little bit of white, it doesn't look too bad now. You know what I mean? When it was just green, it looked horrible. What if I do it the other way around? What if I do white on the other two sides, and I do green on the secondary? Oh, I think that looks a bit better, you know? Because then it's, like, mainly white, and then you've got, like, the green, like, on the outer layer. I think that's looking alright. Leave one stair red while the other is white. Really? So you want like a bit of both? You want this one white and this one red, yeah? Like a little bit of white and red. I think that looks better. I think now that I've changed it and made, like, it looked absolutely horrendous when it was purely green. When it was purely green, I was... It was horrendous. Don't worry, it's too late now for you, Adam, bro. You're done out now. What if I do the parasol as green? Oh! Oh, I kind of like that! White parasol with a green fucking... Yeah. Okay, these are just going to be done white. They're just going to be more white than normal. So that they're, like, properly, like, bright white, if you get me. Instead of, like, this cream color. You know what I mean? There you go. They're nice and white. That looks good. If I do a bin like this, does it look good? Bins, I need to do pure green, I think. I think bins have to be pure green. We're going like a green kind of, like, aesthetic, if you get me. So I think green bins, like that. Yeah, like that. I think green bins look a little bit nice. You know what I mean? Getting a nice green tint to them. You know what I mean? Like, I think the bins have to stay green. These can stay the same. They're already a Christmas color. So I don't need to change those. I think making the bins nice and green, that looks a bit more Christmassy. You know what I mean? Can I make the waste deposit bin green? I can. Wonderful. That looks much better. What about these? Oh, wonderful. Yeah, some green bats, guys. Why not? This is looking absolutely gorgeous, dare I say myself. You know what I mean? Do it for the smaller slide. Do what for the smaller slide? Do which for the smaller slide? I'm going to keep this, I think. I think these are good. I think a woodeny kind of, like... I'm not going to change, like, the benches. You know what I mean? Like, the benches being, you know, like a wooden kind of thing. Like, if I go over to these benches over here, guys. Like, I don't think I'm going to change those benches. You know what I mean? I think they're all right. Same with the plants. You know what I mean? I don't want to greenify it. You know what I mean? Same with the vendor stands. You know what I mean? I don't want to do those. I'm definitely going to change those ghosts to a more green... Some green ghosts. You know what I mean? Because it's not... If it's going to be Halloween, guys, we're going to make it green Halloween. You know what I mean? So we have, like, a Halloween-y, but, like, with Christmas. You know what I mean? Wonderful. So, yeah, we're going to change our Halloween aesthetic to some green flags. There's a bin. Go get that. Okay. So what do I want to make this slide, then? I guess the diving board can just be... Wait a minute. Let me do a green, white, green one again. And we'll do that. There you go. That's nice. That's nice. I think I'm going to keep the rim of this pool. Or do I make the rim... Do I make the rim green, guys? Do I make the rim green? Yeah. Don't you worry. I'll remember the left out spots. I'm going to go back to those. Orange for... Yeah, exactly. Orange is for Halloween, bro. We don't do that around here. I think these look better when they're more white and then just a bit of green on them. So I think these look better when they're like, you know, white, green. If you get me. Like, I think white, green makes these look better. Like that. Because they're like majority white. And then for the pool, like... side bit for like the like side of this pool, I think I gotta go green like that, like a nice wooden green. Oh, that's nice and clean right there. Very nice. And I'll do another little one there. The slide I've already made green over there, so I'm gonna make this slide just pure green like that. Wonderful. This needs to be white and green, so I need a white in the middle. There you go. That's nice and clean. Yeah. Nice and clean. White in the middle of the paint. Yeah, like that. Surely. That's all right. That white in the middle for these. Or do you want white in the middle for the slides? What do they look like if I do white in the middle? What's even turned white? Is it just the handrails? I don't know if that's even worth it. It looks a bit more clean. Whatever. This diving board is definitely going to be white and green, because the green for the diving part, white for the diving board, green for that bit. That's just pure green, which is good. That should just be green anyway. Yeah. A couple waste deposit bins that were for Halloween, but now they're green. Oh, wait, if I make them... Oh, that's quite cool. I'm doing that on all of them. I didn't realize if I do white, like, what would used to have been, like, the like, you know, radiation spill, like, has white on it. So it kind of looks like snow. Well, I mean, it looks like snow or, like, some other kind of substance, guys, that we don't need to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, they're either, you know, snowy bins or ejaculate bins. You know what I mean? And, I mean, either way, sure, we'll live with it. And then that, I need to do the opposite again. I need to do white, and then green in the middle. Like that. There we go. And I think, with that being said, guys, I think we've got ourselves a nice little bloody park. A water park, bro. It's looking clean. Except for the substance on these bins. But hey, you know what? It's fine. I think that is quite clean. I think we've got a nice Christmassy park. Maybe change the toilets. Make them a green and blue. A green... Oh, there you go. A green and white. Yes, please. The toilets look so much better now. With a green and white. That can just be green. What about these ones? Do these change to like a nice... Oh, yes. This is... Oh, this is looking clean, guys. This is looking clean. This is so Christmassy. Todd, will you die? No, you won't die. I don't think so, anyway. I'm not a doctor, bro. I don't know. You know what I mean? You might die. You could die right now because a plane could crash into your house and you'd be dead. You know what I mean? Like, how do I know if you're gonna die? You know what I mean? You could... I could die right now. Like, out of nowhere, I could fucking, like, my floor could give way beneath my fucking goddamn, like, bedroom. And... Or, like, my office where I stream. And... You know, I could have it just, like, give way, and then I just, like, fall to my death. You know what I mean? Like, you could die right now, bro. The Diddy bin. Yeah, that's what they are. They are kind of like Diddy bins, aren't they, really? You know what I mean? Like, just throw your ejaculate in the bin. You know what I mean? At least we've got a place where you can do it now. Instead of just doing it in the toilets, you can just do it in the bins now. You know what I mean? Nice and simple. Okay, let me get the floor bits before I forget, because you have reminded me about that. So I need to, wait a minute. I need to... White. Okay, where was the white one that I needed to do? That's a red. That's a white. That's also a white. There we go. And then I need the red over here, where I saw a little bit of black. Look, where is it? In between the two? There it is. This one needs to be red. That right there, guys, even though I've spent ages doing it, I think we've got ourselves a nice Christmas park now. You know what I mean? I think all it takes now for me to get a proper Christmas park is see if there's anything I'm available to buy. You know what I mean? Is there any Christmas ornaments I can buy? I think I have to unlock them all, guys. Look. There's snowflake pool, Christmas tree pool. There's candy house slide. There's Christmas trash bin, Christmas lounger, Christmas shower, Rudolph vending machine. Snow fountain, Christmas tree, snowman, ice fence, gift boxes. You know what I mean? Like, I think, hey, there's some stuff. There is some stuff. See, I've got a lot of Halloween stuff that I could do, but there's no point, because I don't want to do Halloween. It's not Halloween, guys, you know what I mean? Add more seats so you can get more customers. Oh, of course. But of course, though, I agree with every part of what you're saying. And so I'm going to do just that, actually. You know what? End of the day, I agree with you. Wonderful. Seats. These ones. Wonderful. Right. Can I turn my camera, please? There we go. Right. So I want one there. I want one there. I want one there. That's another 3 there. Fitting onto that little spot. And then I'm also gonna add... I think that'll be enough, because that adds a couple more guests. Oh, you're gonna help me build it, are you, Ryder? Thank you very much. He's helping me, guys. He's helping me build it. Right, I need my paint tool again. Thank you very much, Ryder. So if I do this, I think the way I did it last time was I did green and silver, I think. So I think my secondary color has to be silver, not thing. So it's like that. There you go. Wonderful. That's clean. And if I do this as that. Oh! Oh my God, it's just looking so good. Oh my goodness me. I've got such a good park going here. This is like the park of the ages, bro. I have made such a gorgeous masterpiece. I think the only thing I'm not going to change is these, because I think they do just look quite clean. You know what I mean? Like, they look quite good. Or do I... Nah, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. Nice and green on those as well. Yeah. 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 That right there, guys, is a clean park. Have you got the pedo list? Of course I have the pedo list ready, bro. Of course, I have the pedo list ready and waiting for more pedos to be added to that list. You know what I mean? I have to make sure I always have space for more pedos on that list. You know what I mean? Look, let me quickly, wait a minute. Let me show you the pedo list, wait a minute. Let me go, nope. Wait a minute, give me a second, guys. And quickly, window capture. There you go. Wonderful! As you can see there, guys, pedophile watch list ready. Let me just minimize it real quick because it's way too big. Whoop. Now it's too small. There you go. As you can see, we have our pedophile watch list ready and waiting, guys. Look. Boom. I have many of my pedophiles ready to be written down on our pedophile watch list. Don't you worry. Of course, will I die? Now I can open the park. Of course, we're going to open the park now. Don't you worry. But there you go, guys. We've got our pedophile watch list ready and waiting, as you can see. I think with that being said, guys, I don't think there's much more I can really do other than open the park and get people in, you know, and get back into it. Get back into the gist. You know what I mean? We've done some good creativity here, I think, so far. You know, we've done a very good job. So, look, end of the day, so far, done some very nice work. But I think it's time, guys, to open our doors and accept more through the doors. You know what I mean? But I think we're ready. I think, yeah, you said now I can open the park. But it's like, bro, I don't know, like, when did you become the owner of the park here, guys? But don't worry, you know, look, it's fine. End of the day, look, you can be a co-owner. So, yeah, you know, end of the day, I guess, guys, with that being said, if my workers are ready, you know, she's ready on the tills, you know. Let me get some flyers printed early. I'm assuming I restocked everything, like, you know, the hot dogs and that, because I think I did that lot. Yeah, of course I did. I always leave it nice and good for myself in the future. You know, I always leave it nice and easy for myself for the future. Right. Without further ado, guys, we've got one worker on the cash register. We've got, you know, one maintenance guy, and then we've got one cleaner. You know what I mean? And hopefully they will all put in a very good shift, guys. But without further ado, I think it's time to open the fucking doors. Let's get things underway. Hello there, dear Sir Dennis. Would you like to come to the park? Dennis. Of course. Welcome. More unique guests. You've met some troublesome guests before, but not every unusual guest is a problem. Some of them might actually help you out. Keep your eyes open. Oh, yeah, of course. They're going to drop the fucking... We're going to have people dropping, like, the Christmas stuff so I can get, like they did for Halloween. Yeah, Carla, welcome. Leela, welcome, welcome. Oh, my God, what a fucking... Oh, I love that. Oh, my God. How am I going to tell what their name is, bro? They're in a gingerbread outfit. Oh, that's sick. Oh, my God, that's so cool. Wait a minute. Wait. Is Queso fucking stealing my fucking hot dogs? Where are you? Bro, he's stolen my dogs. Where is he? You little shit. Queso. Queso. Don't you even think about stealing my hot dogs. Get out of my park, bruv. Bro, he came in and stole all of my hot dogs. Get out of my park, Queso. For fuck's sake, guys, I have to go and get more bloody dogs now. Fucking hell, you're wearing that in the bloody winter. Jesus Christ, Rosalie. Would you like to come to the park? Yeah, nice. Welcome, welcome. Sutton. Nice, nice, nice. We got anyone else who wants to get a ticket? Maybe you there, sir? Augustus? Wonderful. Leela's drowning? Drowning? Oh, God, I'm coming. I'm coming, Leela. I'm on my way. I am on my way, Leela. Why do you have to be in the furthest away pool? I'm coming. I'm coming. There you go, I got you, don't you worry. I need to go and get more hot dogs, guys. Queso's eating all the bloody goddamn hot dogs. Bro, of course Queso showed up, bruv. Of course he fucking did. Welcome to Kmart. Yeah, sorry, mate. I'll get you your pedos watch list in a minute, bro, so you can get to work on killing some people. You know how it is. There we go. Right, I just had to restock, guys, because, you know, Queso bloody contaminated. Fucking hell, surely that's just going to make it soggy, hot, soggy gingerbread. You know what I mean? Bro, he's fucking goddamn showering in a gingerbread outfit. Surely that's just going to make him nice and soggy. You know what I mean? Like, surely. Got a nice ring there. Someone's drowning again, guys. I heard them drowning. Where are they? Oh, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Don't worry. I'm coming. There you go. I got you. Don't you worry. You're all good. You're all living all right, nice and good. I think everyone's having fun, guys. Look at everyone in this park. We've got a nice open space for when I get more money, guys. Because when I get more money, I'm going to be buying new slides, bruv. And seeing what I can upgrade as well. Look at everyone having fun, bro. Look at this. We've got no pedophiles, no nothing, bro. Everyone's just having fun. Hello there, dear. Hello, Elena. I want a lemonade, ice, and a lemon. Oh, I got you. I got you. Lemon and an ice. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself. Welcome to McGee's Wet and Wild. Happy holidays, Elena. Happy holidays. Look at everyone enjoying themselves, guys. Look at everyone having a good... You vandalizing shit! Mum picked me. Get the fuck out of my park. What is your name? Elias. I better not see you again, bruv. I don't write down people who do graffitiing. Not unless they've already done some paedophilia before that. But, yeah. Surely the guy in the gingerbread suit, guys, is just going to get really soggy. He's going to make, yeah, soggy biscuit. Not like that. I know what you're meaning it as, but soggy biscuit. Did you get in without a ticket? Of course you got in without a ticket. Get the fuck out of my park. Oh god, a little bit of a mess here, yeah? I got that, don't you worry. There you go, nice and simple. I got ya. Don't worry, cleaner, I'm helping you out. Our cash register guy is about to... Oh, there you go, I got a gift, guys. And I got some science, bruv. Picked up some science. Oh, I'm coming. Don't worry, I'm on my way. Hello, I'm here. Hello, I do apologise. Lemonade with a lemon. Oh, I have you. There you go. There you go, Augustus. Hope you enjoy yourself. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, Augustus. Hope you enjoy yourself. You having fun up there? You going to go for a nice slide? I'm watching. Oh, great dive. Great dive. 10 out of 10. There you go. Lemonade, ice, and a lemon. I got you. Don't you worry there, dear sir. Don't you worry. There you go, Ezra. Hope you enjoy yourself at McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park, mate. Hope you enjoy yourself. Drowning? Oh, I got you. I got you. Don't you worry. There you go. Nice and quick. And oh, my God, another one. There's another drowning. Oh, my fucking God. We got all the drownings, guys, bro. Everyone's like, I don't know how people are coming here if they don't know how to swim. Get them. Fucking, I was trying to hit him with a hammer there, guys. Fuck out of my car, Valentin. Do I write down fucking vandals? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Vandals I won't write down, because it's just a thing. Hello, Jay. Sorry, mate. I have to fucking work the register now. Pass for 6 hours, senior with a slide pass. Oh, I got you there, dear sir. Oh, enjoy yourself, Jace. Welcome to McGee's Wet and Wild. Amara, 6 hours, senior with a slide pass. Got you. Welcome to McGee's Wet and Wild. Amara, hope you enjoy yourself. We've got a drowning again, guys. We've got another drowning. Got another drowning. I'm coming. I'm on my way. I do apologise. I'm on my bloody way. There you go. I got you, Avery. There you go. Gunnar is drowning. Fucking hell, we got another drowning, guys. Fuck me. Everyone's fucking drowning. There you go. I got you. Bloody hell. This is hard work, guys. The amount of drownings I'm having to deal with. Hello, plain hot dog. Yeah, that's nice and simple, Kalani. Hope you enjoy yourself. Welcome. And happy holidays to you. Get in the pool, you little shit. Look at all this science I'm getting, guys. Look at all this science. Oh, my. Look at all this science. Hello, Isla. I'm here. Hello. Oh, a gift. Give me a second. Hello. Lemonade, ice, and a lemon. Yeah, I got you. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself, Isla. I need to go and do another ticket, guys. Our ticket vendor's almost back, but I need to go and do the final ticket before I'm then done for a bit. You know what I mean? Oh, she's back on duty. Don't worry, she can do it. Wonderful. Panicking on the diving board. Oh, God's sake, I'm coming. Let me do this, won't it? I'll come do that in a sec. Give me a second. Lemonade, ice, and a lemon. Wait, no, just ice. Sorry, not lemon. All right, there you go. Got ya. I'm coming to stop your panicking. Don't you worry. I'm on my way. I am on my way. Don't you worry. There you go. Get yourself in there, bruv. Oh, hello. Want just a lemonade? Straight lemonade? Nice and simple. Welcome, Dennis. Hope you enjoy yourself at McGee's Wet n Wild Waterpark. Lemonade with a lemon. Yeah, I got you. There you go. Liliana, welcome to McGee's Wet n Wild. Happy holidays. Oh, drowning! Drowning! We got another drowning, guys. Fucking hell, I might need a lifeguard at this rate. Dear me, the amount of drownings we're getting. Bloody hell, guys. The amount of drownings we are getting right now is unbelievable. More science. Oh, my God, more science. Bloody hell. Oh, my God, we got so much stacked up trash, bro. Why is there trash everywhere, bro? We got trash everywhere. My cleaner's off duty right now, isn't he? Of course he fucking is. There you go. Get some trash cleaned up. There you go. Panicking on the diving board. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm here. There you go. Get yourself in the pool. Sorry, just got to do a little bit of a cleaning up. Give me a second. There you go. Hello. Sorry, I'm here. A lemonade with a lemon. I've got you. There you go, Brinley. Brinley. That's a name. Fuck me. Bloody hell, more science, guys. Jesus Christ, the amount of science on the ground, bloody hell, bro. I'm gaining so much knowledge. I'm gaining so much knowledge, bruv. Like, fuck me. Look at all this knowledge I'm gaining. Oh. Oh, I do apologise. I did just see that slip. I do apologise. My cleaner is off duty right now. I do apologise. I will do what I can here. Oh, I do apologise. That's kind of on you. I did say I was going to clean it, and you just walked right over it. You know what I mean? That's kind of on you at that point. How are you guys all doing? You all having fun here at McGee's Wet n Wild? Hope you're enjoying yourself. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying yourself at McGee's Wet n Wild, guys. Oh, someone's left some a gift in the toilet, guys. I hope it's not the kind of gift that's nice, brown, and smelly. You know? Maybe they just had a shit, put it in a present, and left it there for me. You know what I mean? That would be a gift I would not like to see. Hey, wait a minute, you're a smelly git. Wait a minute, you're a smelly bitch. Get your smelliness out of my fucking goddamn pool. Thank you very much. I'm coming. Hello, I do apologise. I just had to do a few things. Hello, 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 hello. Lemonade, ice and a lemon. Yeah, I got you. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself, Ivana. Welcome to McGee's Wet n Wild Waterpark. Oscar, how you doing, my man? Just a lemonade. Nice and simple. Welcome. Someone's peeing in the pool? Who's peeing in the pool? Who the fuck is peeing in the pool? Pool! There's poo in the pool! There's piss in that pool! Oh my God, it's all just going horribly wrong, guys. It's all just going absolutely horrendously wrong. There is poop in the pool! There is fucking poo in the pool! Poop! No, I need the poop. Oh, fuck it, whatever. Coming. Yeah, don't worry, I got your trash. I'm coming. I'm grabbing it. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. There you go. Sorry, just had to grab the bloody goddamn poop. Had to grab some poop. I need to quickly go across the road and get a bleach for the pool. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't worry. I'm gonna fucking quickly just bleach the chlorine. I need some chlorine. I need to throw that in the pool real quick. I didn't have any available. Give me a second. There's someone pissed in this pool. There you go. Bloody hell. Oh, the bin's clogged up again, guys. Dear me. The cleaner's not doing a great job this round, I will say. Lemonade with a lemon. Yeah, I got you. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself, Rosalie. Sorry it took so long. I had to deal with many different issues, you see. I do apologise, Rosalie. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Oh, okay. Well, brilliant. I'm on my way. Oh, more science for me, guys. Bloody hell, the amount of science I'm getting right now. I'm so smart. Lemonade, nice and simple, Abigail. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself at McGee's Wet n Wild Waterpark. More science. Oh my God, so much science. Yeah, do some cleaning up, mate. You gotta get more cleaning up done. Hello, I'm here. Sorry, I do apologise. Plain hot dog. Yep, there you go, Armani. Hope you enjoy yourself. Gunnar, a lemonade, ice and a lemon. Yeah, I got you. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself, Gunnar. There you go. Thank you for giving me all that science. All that knowledge, bruv. Oh, God, that's a dirty slide. Dear me, let me get that sorted out real quick. Oh, my God, that's a dirty fucking attraction. Dear me, let me get all this sorted out real quick. Dear me, my cleaner's not doing a very good job right now, guys. I will say. I do apologise. That is on you, though, a little bit. Because you saw I was cleaning. Pretty obviously, you saw I was cleaning. Let me just quickly grab the trash here real quick. No, new buildings available, guys. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. I've unlocked some shit, guys. Dear me, would you look at that? Panicking. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm on. I've got you. There you go. In you go. That looked like she kind of lost a little bit of legs there. I'm not going to lie. Look at all this science, guys. Look at it all. Look at all the science. Oh, I'm here. Hello. Hello. I do apologize. Lemonade with a lemon. Yeah, I got you. Oh, or not, I guess. Brilliant. Hey, a 71% satisfaction, guys. I've done all right. You know what I mean? I have done okay on that day there, guys. Not too bad of a little serving, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Next stream, you should play it. Play what? What do you want me to play? To where you think's the best place to take... Oh, excuse me? I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Wazzer. I don't know what you're meaning, bruv. Like, what do you mean? I don't know what you're meaning, bro. But all in all, guys, I think we had a decent day. We had no paedophiles. I saw no pedos, no taking pictures. You know what I mean? We had no paedophiles. We had 144 I feel funds. 122 I had a good rest. 108 using clean attractions. 40 people loving the music. You know what I mean? But we had 46 slip people. Obviously, the cleaner's not done his greatest job there. 21 decorations of acceptable. I need to up the decorations a little bit, guys. And then we had 12 I can't find the trash bin. And 10 I saw a poop. I did see the poop. I do apologise, you know. I noticed the poop a little bit too late, guys, I will say. So, you know, I do apologise for anyone who managed to notice the poop. You know what I mean? My cleaner, once again, guys, had a little bit of a stinker today. I had to do a lot of his work for him, you know? And that, to me, shows a cleaner who's not willing to work. You know? I'm just saying, I think I had to do a lot of the cleaner's job for him in this day. I had to clean a lot of bloody trash bins. I had to mess up a lot of fucking... Like, bro, you didn't see me having to repair anything because the repairman's been doing his job. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I think I need a second cleaner, guys. I think a second cleaner might be on the cards. Just cleaning up the bins right now, guys. Give me a second. And then we should be alright. But yeah, I don't know what you meant by what you said, Mr. Wazzer. Not gonna lie. Can I pick up any of these pieces of trash as well along the way? No, of course not. Okay. We've got a couple more bins. We've got this bin over here. Wonderful. That's going to be a hell of a toss right there in the bin. Oh, good throw. Banging throw. We've emptied that one. Haven't emptied this one yet. Bloody hell, the amount of work I've had to do for this cleaner, guys. Unbelievable. Oh, that's another banger of a throw. To even get it in. There's some trash in that pool. That needs a bleaching as well. But I probably won't waste the chlorine. I'll probably just drain it and up it afterwards. Oh my god, I just saw that happen, bruv. Oh. There's a poop there. Brilliant. Why is everyone pooing in my pools? Like, can I just ask that question? You know what I mean? Like, why is there so much poop? Why so much poop? Like, are people not noticing the toilets? There's plenty of toilets. You can go to the toilet. You don't have to poop in the fucking pool. You know what I mean? Like, they're doing alright with the pissing. There was only one person who pissed in the pool, but I've seen, like, multiple poops, bro. Is that all the trash? I think that is all the trash, guys. I wanna say that's all the trash anyway. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Alright, nice. That is all the trash, all of the bins. Nicely done. Nice and cleaned. You're so tired right now. Oh, well, I do apologize about that, my friend. You know what I mean? End of the day, I'm sure you'll be alright. You know what I mean? McDonald's. Need more I do need more toilets, yeah. I do need more toilets. I think I need to find another place to put some toilets. And I definitely need, is there anything else I think I need? Other than some more toilets? Like, I think I need more toilets, and I think I need maybe a couple more bins. Maybe. I got a lot of shit that I can pick up here, though, guys. Look, gift there. In terms of some more science or more gifts. Look, way more science and gifts. Science there. Hell yeah, more research points. Another goddamn gift there. Wonderful. More science. I had so many people who were scientific in the park today. You know what I mean? The amount of science I'm picking up right now. Oh. I'm just picking up knowledge, bruv. I'm picking up knowledge. I'm becoming more knowledgeable as I go. You know what I mean? Look at all this science, bruv. Ooh. Alright, now we clean the attractions. Because I'm assuming he probably hasn't done a fantastic job of it. So, let me just get these all up to scratch real quick. Nicely up to scratch, hopefully. Just get some cleaning done. Nice. Bit more cleaning. I had to clean this because my guy, the cleaner, was not doing a great job over here, guys. I had to clean all this area up. So I'm assuming it'll be nice and clean because I had to do it. Okay, other than that, we got that shower needs a bit of a clean. No, that's all right. That's all clean. That's clean. That needs a little one. Little one there. Okay, yeah. Looking good. Nothing cleaning here. Okay, maybe he's done his job quite well, actually. Maybe he has cleaned some areas nicely. You know what I mean? Maybe he's done a bit of cleaning. Because, like, I'm not needing to do it too much. You know what I mean? I think he's just neglected a couple of areas of the park. You know what I mean? Like this area, for instance. You know what I mean? The amount of cleaning needing to be done here is quite a substantial amount. Cleaning, yeah. Nice. Get that clean. Get nice and good. Nice. All the deck chairs. That needs a little clean. Wonderful. Clean. Yeah. That needs a bit of a clean. Wonderful. And then the showers are nice and clean majority anyway. Okay, so that's all that clean. Now it's about repairing. It is this hammer to repair, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bloody hell, it has been a little while since I played this game. Dear me, innit? I didn't even remember what the repair hammer button was. We're looking pretty good right now. Everything's looking pretty up to scratch, guys. We're up to another fucking science point now. Wonderful. No, that's alright. They're all good. Wonderful. Good. Nice. Oh my god. This is, look. I'm just feeling more Christmassy already, guys. You know what I mean? I'm feeling way more Christmassy. Oh. Stunning. Oh, there's trash in there. Okay, I haven't emptied that one. Fuck. That's on me then. Alright. Nice. And that right there is a completely repaired and finished park. As far as I'm concerned. Barring this trash. Okay. You would shit in my pool. I don't think you would, mate. I would punch you out, just like I do to the pedophiles, which I don't even need to add to a list today, guys. Look at how good that is. I don't even need to add a list. What was out of stock? I don't know, but I need chlorine. I know that. Because one of my pools looks disgusting. So I need to quickly go and use this chlorine over on this pool over here. That's a horrible looking pool. So put some chlorine in that pool. Again, I don't think that's how chlorine works, guys. I don't think it's like when it touches a pool, the bottle itself of chlorine also just like, you know, like burns. You know what I mean? I don't think that's how chlorine works, but I'm going to let the game slide on that. You know what I mean? We're going to put that down there. So we're going to keep our chlorine in our little chlorine corner, guys, down there. So I have like an emergency chlorine. I think I've got enough lemonade there to get by. Same with hot dogs. I definitely need more snack bars. Snack bars. What about the other vendors? Are they looking all right over here? Okay. I need more hot dogs there, that's definitely sure. They're fine on snack bars. I think the lemonade's all right as well. Okay, so I need more, I need 1 snack bars, 1 hot dogs, is what I need.
Welcome to Kmart.
I would love to. You're not going to shit in my pool. You won't manage that. You will never manage to get a shit done in my pool. It's not possible. Not when I'm on the case. You know what I mean? Not when I'm on the case, mate. You ain't gonna get no shits in the pool when I'm on the case. Right. I need snack bars. That's what I need. Granola. Thank you very much. Oh, I do apologize. That is completely on me. You know. Wonderful. There we go. And that is, I think, everything done, guys. I think the park is now ready to be reopened again in the morning. But I think it's time we buy some stuff, guys, because we have 8 grand and we have 14 fucking science points. So I think it's time we go over to here and see what is available to me. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's time to see what we can research. What do we need the most? I would say staff recover speed. That's a straight away yes. That's 4 grand though. Oh, but I think I need it. I think I need the recover speed faster. Basic drink vending machine. That could be alright. A baseball bat? Holy shit! I go from a boxing glove to a baseball bat? Okay. Extra large pockets. I don't need that. I'm getting by with what I've got. A taser. That could be quite cool. Staff overflow. What's that? Hire more people than you should and pay the government for your enthusiasm. Hire more people than you should. Oh, does that mean I get to, like, hire someone even though I don't have the space for it? And then I just pay the government for my enthusiasm? Okay, I'm not against that. You think you broke your hand? Well, how the hell did you do that, then? Like, how did you manage to do that, then? I think I need... Oh. See, the problem is, guys, what I was going to do is I was going to get a slide. Because I need to get more toilets, right? But if I go over to build, look, I've got a few things that I haven't built yet. Like, I built the breeze showers, right? That's my cool area over there. But I've got a few things that I haven't bought yet since getting them. Well, first of all, I've got these. I've got whatever a fountain is. I've got, like, some new fountains, right? Because they came up when I was in the middle of doing it. But if I go over real quick, look, to the slides, guys, I have these slides. I have the looplet slide, the twin curve slide, and the quick dip slide. And I feel like I want to put one of these down. You know what I mean? But for me to do that, that costs 2 grand. But I kind of want it. I kind of want this slide, guys. I kind of feel like... I feel like I should do this. I feel like I should put down the slide. You know what I mean? I think it's time to put down this slide. But I need to have it go into a pool. So I need to build a pool. Wait a minute. Let me move myself out the way real quick. Because it's going to go over here, right? I think we get a pool. A new one. What ones have I got right now? I've got the plus sign, the weird shape, and then I've got just the little circular one. So if I do the final one that I haven't put down of these, which is this one, the rounded slide. And if I do that, like, what, here? Like, sideways? Like this? Maybe this way round, though. You know what I mean? So I think we put it down, like, here. And I think I go, like... side on, like this. And then I fit the slide on this side. So if I do that, put that down... use 2000 and then get this slide. You know what I mean? And have that like this way. And have it do that. You get what I mean? I think that has to happen. Surely, guys, that has to be a thing. Maybe I move this back a little bit. Can I move it back just that slight bit? Can I move it a little bit? No. I can. Wonderful. There you go. That is fucking perfect. You know what I mean? I think that's solid. Like, I think we put that down. I think we put that slide down. Yo, I mean, why did you slam your desk, bruv? Like, of course your hand's gonna hurt. That's like what happens when you slam your desk. You know what I mean? Like, you did something that you knew would probably hurt, and you still did it. Like, yeah. Of course it fucking hurts, bro. Like, that doesn't shock me. I think we put this down. I think we put this slide down. And we go... And then I like, put some other things down. Because I need some more toilets. So I'm thinking, like, maybe next to this slide, in case people, like, crap themselves, you know, on the toilet. And they're, like, you know, like, really scared and that. You know what I mean? In case someone, like... feels pretty, you know, like, woozy after going on the death, like, you know, whatever this, like, slide is, bruv. It looks like a death loop for me. If I put this down, I could put it, like, maybe under the slide. Or maybe, like, over here. You know what I mean? And I can have, like, some toilets for, like, people to quickly, you know, like, they're gonna feel it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have, like, a couple of toilets. I'll have a normal one and then, like, a cool one. And then another normal one, like this. Minute. Let me put this. Put that over there real quick. Move that over so it's there. Move that over so it's there. And then that can go in. There, like that. Boom! And so we've got like some toilets for when people crap themselves. You know what I mean? I don't actually know how they're going to get there, though, actually. Oh, actually, that might be a problem. Actually, they can get there from going round here. They can go round here. And then go round the side. And then in. You know what I mean? Like that. But they can get to here. By coming round. You know what I mean? Even though they're not going to be able to go here. Because this is going to be, obviously, the loop. But, like... I don't know why my chat is, like, repeating old chats instead of new ones. Like, I'm noticing that my chat right now is, like, repeating old ones. Let me quickly... a minute. Let me quickly undo it, like that. Can I refresh the chat box? There you go, I've refreshed it. Alright, the chat box should have been refreshed now. So if you chat anything now, it should be the new ones. Because it was putting old chats there. But yeah, anyway. This is going to be my idea. So I'm going to put that pool there. And then I'll put some, like, lounges. Like here or something, maybe. Actually, we don't need lounges. We need toilets and we need bins. That's what we need. So I'll put a bin here. I'll put a bin... under the loop. No, actually, no. That's a terrible idea. I'll put a bin here. so that when you come off the ride, you can, like, throw your rubbish away. And I'll put one here as well. So, again, if you come off the ride on this part, you can also throw your rubbish away. You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm going to do. Build those, make them green afterwards. And then we're going to build the pool. And this right here, guys. Oh! I tell you what, I'm ready, guys. I'm ready to open the new slide. You know what I mean? Boom. 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 And that right there, this right here, guys, I am proud to announce the slide is now open. Oh my god. Now this is a bit of something right here. This is a bit of something right here. You won't be typing from now on. Oh, that's fine. Don't you worry, bro. Like, end of the day, I completely understand. You know, I get it. Don't you worry, bro. Like, if you ever want to type, you can. If you don't, then don't worry. As long as you're watching and enjoying yourself, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? I need the paint roller real quick, guys, because I need to go and change this colouring again. I need to change the bins to green. I need to change this to green. Luckily, the slide is already green, so I don't need to change that. And I just change these to green and white, like I have been. Wonderful! Stunning. Gorgeous, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not changing the slide colour, because that's already a Christmas colour. You know what I mean? It's already a nice green. And yeah, you know, this is going to be the new main attraction, you know, the slide that looks fucking insane, by the way. It also looks a little bit unsafe, I will say. Doesn't look the safest slide in the world. Like, let's test it. Let's test it myself, shall we? Like, how do you test these things? I can't remember. There you go. Whee! And that right there is the main attraction now. Boom! I expect nothing more than absolutely exceptional sliders. You know what I mean? They should be okay. You know what I mean? From what I could tell when I used it, you know, when I did it, it seems alright. You know what I mean? It seems like it works. And that's what matters. So I think we're going to just use some of my science points now. I have 4,000 left, which means I am going to use it on, you guessed it, guys, the staff recovery speed. Because that is such a pain in the ass to have to deal with. The staff not recovering in time. And then other than that, I think I'm going to do just vendor training level. Because I don't have a vendor right now, but it gets me closer to hammer upgrade, which means I can construct quicker. And resort lounges as well, so I have to do it anyway. And I will eventually get a vendor, it's just right now I don't have one. And then I'm also going to invest in a short taser. Because now, guys, if I have a taser... where is it? There it is. Now, I'm going to use that instead of the boxing glove. So I'm going to keep the boxing glove there, and I'm going to have the taser. I can zap people, bruv. Now any pedos who come into this park can get a little zapping. Little zap. But yeah, I've done what they said, you know. I've put some more toilets in, so hopefully we won't have any more shits in the pool. You know what I mean? That's the hope, anyway. You know? Hopefully, you know what? I'm actually going to quickly move one of these toilets. Because I think they are in a bit of a pain in the ass location. So I'm going to put the nice one here. Right? So we're going to have the nice one here. So it's like up against this. No. There. And then I'm going to move this along so it's closer to this one. Because then we've got the two smaller ones here. Right? So it's not like wedged in the corner. And then we've got that one there. So that if people literally need a shit the second they come out of the pool, they can just whiz right into the toilet. You know what I mean? Like, it's right there for them to just go straight in after they've had a terrifying time on the death loop. You know what I mean? Actually, what was the slide called? What's the slide called? The twin curve. Twin curve slide. That's what it is, bruv. The twin curve slide. I would have bought more of the fountains that I got, like the cool fountains that I unlocked, like these, but I don't have the money. I wanted to put the slide down, guys. So, you know, I'm gonna reopen the park now. Time to get some nappy time. You know what I mean? There ain't no party better than a Diddy party. I can think of quite a few parties better than a Diddy party. You know, like when you go to a Diddy party, you're guaranteed you're not gonna come out of it with your asshole intact. Whereas, you know, at least if you go to other parties, you might have an asshole. You know what I mean? Oh, without further ado, though, guys, I think it's time to open, you know, the park for another day. This might be my final day opening. I'm not sure. But I did have to do a lot of decorating today. But we'll see. You know, we'll see how quickly this day goes. But without further ado, guys, let's print off some flyers. And if all my workers are ready to work and get ready to get things underway, we're ready to zap some people. So let's get things underway. Hello there! Hannah, would you like to come? Yes, welcome, welcome. Oh, I didn't talk to Yogi. Okay, I'll do it after this day. Hello, Angelina, would you like to come to the park? Hello, Sutton! You little shit. You fucker. You got away from me. Bro, I was about to zap him, bro, because he didn't want to come to the park. And now he's bloody away from me, so I can't bloody do it. Hello, Kieran. Yo, welcome. Jace, boring. Yeah, that's how you fucking feel. Hope you bloody fucking feel that way. Yeah, Jace is injured. You'll receive a fine. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't care if Jace is injured. Don't fucking talk about my park, bro. Excuse me? Get the fuck out of my park. Yeah, I hope it hurts. I fucking hope it hurts. Huh? Ha! That's what you deserve. How's everyone doing? You all in? You all looking good? Excuse me. Are you're skipping lines, aren't you? Get the fuck out of my park. Get out of my park, you cheating bitch. Is everyone in? Everyone looking good? You got a wristband on? Wait a minute. Let me make sure yeah, you got a wristband on. You're doing all right. You got a wristband on? Yeah, you're good. Excuse me! Rosalie! Get the fuck out of my park! Get out of my park! How does that feel? Huh? Is that the kind of high? The kind of zap you wanted? I hope you die! You creepy pervert. You think I'm gonna go and get a fucking... You think I'm gonna go and get something for them? You think I'm gonna go and get a bloody goddamn, like, medic kit for them? No, you can fucking die, as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna let you fucking die on the ground. And if you die, then that's one less pervert we have to deal with. You know what I mean? Rosalie, you could fucking stay knocked out. It's telling me to go and get the med kit for them, bruv. I'm not getting the med kit for them. Why should I inject them when they're a pervert? You know what I mean? I should leave them knocked out. I'll heal them, though. Just so that you can get the fuck out. Fuck off. Fuck off. Give you one more zap for the road, bruv. Yeah, that's what you fucking deserve, you little shit. You deserve every bit of that. Oh, I'm sorry. I do apologize. Just had to deal with a pervert real quick. There you go, Angelina. Holy shit, what just happened to your leg? Hello, 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 hello. I do apologize. Just had to deal with a few perverts. You know. A lemonade. Nice and simple. Wonderful. There you go, Weston. Hope you enjoy yourself. Derek! My guy, Derek. I knew you'd be an absolute... Like, I knew you'd be here, mate. My absolute goat. Is someone going... No one's going down the death loop, guys. Like, do people not want to go down the cool loop that I made? You know what I mean? Like, are we going to get to see someone go down the loop? Like, is no one feeling it, bruv? No one feeling the loop? Oh! 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 I do apologize, sorry. Oh, this is the moment, guys. Wait a minute. This is my first person going down it. You got this. You got this. Oh, they're having so much fun, guys. Look how much fun they're having. Oh, my God, look at that. Woo! There you go. Look at that enjoyment. I'm sure you're loving yourself. Absolutely exceptional. Hello. A lemonade. I got ya. Don't you worry. Just a straight lemonade. Nice and simple. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself at McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler. Right. We got anyone else needing anything? No? No one looking... Everyone looking okay? Everyone enjoying themselves? Yeah? We doing all right? No problems? No? No nothing? No pissing? No pedos? No graffitiing? You all having fun? Oh, she's having fun. Holy shit, we got some drowners. Drowning! Drowning! I got ya! I got ya! Don't you worry! Dear me. Oh, my ticket vendor's off duty, guys. I need to do this right now. Bloody hell. 6 hours. Teen with a slide pass. I got ya. Welcome to McGee's Wet and Wild, Riley. Hope you enjoy yourself. Hazel, 6 hours, adult with a slide pass. Welcome to McGee's Wet and Wild. Hope you enjoy yourself, Hazel. Zayden, 8 hours, senior with a slide pass. Welcome to McGee's Wet and Wild, Zayden. Hope you enjoy yourself. Yep. What are you running from? Are you okay, Avery? Wait a minute. Have we got someone being a little bit of a nonce? Have we got a nonce? Oh my god, we got a drowner, bruv. I just came to fucking push this guy off. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's panicking on the diving board and I just pushed him into the fucking slide. I'm sorry, I'm having to save a drowner real quick. I'm coming. It's right there. Fucking drowning bitch. Were you the one who got in without a ticket? Someone got in without a ticket. I saw them. Don't think you're going to get away with it, you little shit. Oh my god. The amount of drowners I'm getting right now, bruv, is ridiculous. 4 hours senior with a slide pass. Welcome to McGee's Wet and Wild Water Park, Ayan. I hope you enjoy yourself. We all good, guys? Everyone having fun? Are you the paedophile? No, you ain't got a camera. You've got in without a ticket, though. Let me get the fuck out of my park. I just pushed them. I meant to tase them. But, you know, it's fine. I guess. Oh, hello. I do apologise. Sorry. Add mustard. I got ya. There you go. Enjoy yourself. Well, that's just on you. Fuck you. You know what? Yeah, I hope you enjoy yourself. Oh, he's a peeing visitor. I didn't know. How did I didn't even know that. I just slapped him because he fucking was an ignorant shit. Seeing that I fucking goddamn... I caught a peeing visitor. That was an accident. I didn't mean that at all. I accidentally just caught a peer. I only tased him because he was fucking... Thinking, wait, what? We got a drowner. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm on my way. I am on my way. Don't you worry. I am on my way. There you go, Stephen. I got you, mate. More gifts. Wonderful. Plenty of gifts. I'm here. Don't worry. I am here. You want both. I've got you. There you go. Enjoy yourself. Hello, lemonade with an ice? Yeah, I've got you, mate. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself, Wells. Hello, Angelina. Lemonade, ice, and a lemon. I think the paedophile was Rosalina, wasn't it? Or Rosalie. It wasn't Angelina, I don't think. Marisol, how you doing? Lemonade with an ice. Someone is peeing in the pool. Well, what am I meant to do about that? Not much I can do about that. You're pissing in the pool, you little shit. Why is it always this pool? Why is it always this pool? Stop pissing in my pool! You're pissing in my pool again, aren't you? Stop pissing in my pool! Oh my god, a drowner again. How many drowners do we need? There you go, I got you, mate. Don't you worry. We've got another person pissing in the... Bro, everyone is pissing, bro. Why is everyone pissing? I want a lemonade and a lemon. Okay, I got you, mate. There you go. There you go. Oh, you enjoy yourself. This guy's fucking pissing, bro. I see it. Or maybe he's not. Okay, no one's pissing. Why is it telling me someone's pissing in the pool if no one's pissing in the pool? They just lied to me, bro. Now someone's peeing in the pool again. Who's peeing in the pool? What? is it always this pool? Why is this like a piss pool, bro? One of you two pissed in this pool, bro. Which one of you? Oh my god, we've got another drowner, guys. Fucking hell, the amount of drowners we've got today is unreal. Yeah, I got you, don't you worry. You are right next to the stairs! Just grab the fucking stairs! Oh my... They were literally drowning within arm's reach of the stairs. If you can't grab the stairs, then what do you want me to do about it? Need to restock that lemonade stand. Oh my god, someone's pissing again. Bro, someone's pissing again. Someone's drowning again. Oh, this is just unreal. Bro, look at this pool. Look at this fucking pool now. I never heard a focus on, like, cleaning up because I have to keep focusing on the drowners. Oh my god. I need to go and get some bleach real quick, guys, because this pool's been pissed in so much. Give me a second. I'm coming. I'm getting some fucking chlorine. Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming to the hot dog stand. Don't you worry. I am on my way. I promise. Mustard. Yep, got ya. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself, Hazel. Oh, you're going down the slide. God, look at that. Whoa! That's my goat right there. Science, we like that. Hello, I'm here. Lemonade, just a straight lemonade. That we can do, Brinley, sorry. Hope you enjoy yourself. Let me just clean that puddle up there for you. Waiting for a hot dog. I got ya. Don't you worry, I got ya. Are you two showering at that? Excuse, Lionel, mate, you realise there's such thing as a privacy. I understand you're cleaning, but there was a guy showering on it. Like, bro, you don't go and clean a shower if someone is currently showering on it. You know what I mean? Like, let's set some boundaries here. You know what I mean? Oh my god, we got a drowner. Oh my god. I'm here. I'm here. I got ya. There you go. Don't you worry. I got ya. Someone's peeing at... Oh, god. Let me guess. It's this pool. Brilliant. Alright. I can't be bothered to go and get chlorine, guys. I've got to drain the fucking water. I can't be bothered to go and get chlorine. I'm draining the water and I'm re-fucking stocking it. Like, I can't be arsed. You're peeing in the pools too much. I can't be bothered to go and get more chlorine. What the fuck is that? Is that vomit? Are you vomiting? Who is vomiting in my park? Someone not fucking feeling well or something? Like, you guys good? I'm here. Hello. I do apologise. Oh, my God. Ice and a lemon. Yep, got ya. There you go. Hope you enjoy yourself, Gwen. Hello, Peter. Ketchup. Got ya. There you go. Lemonade and ice. Oh, we got no lemonade. Fuck. Oh, shit. I do apologise there, mate. Bloody hell. Who's fucking pooing everywhere, bruv? Why is there so much poo? Bro, there's so much shit everywhere. It's just constant poo. Taste someone in the water, you get experience. Bro, no you do not. If I tase someone in the water, I tase everyone in the water, bro. That's electricity 101. I literally studied fucking electronics, bro, and physics. I know how that works. If I tase someone in the water, it's going to electrify the fucking water. Like, no. I will not do that. Thank you very much. We got, I feel fun. I had a good rest. 69%. Nice. That's what we like to see right there. Nice. 114 used a clean attraction. 25 music made my day. Nice. 42 I've slipped though. Decoration is acceptable. I need to do that. A lot of people saw some shits, guys. My cleaner's still not doing his job well, apparently. And 19 I'm injured. So, yeah, you know. I did what I could, guys, but at the end of the day, that's a lot of bloody goddamn people that are struggling with some shit. You know what I mean? Damn me, look at the amount of trash everywhere, bro. Look at the amount of trash. My cleaner needs to fucking have a word with himself. Because he's not doing a great job at cleaning things right now. I know I need another one. I understand it's one cleaner for an entire park. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not I'm not holding him too much to grudge. As long as he's doing some cleaning, I can't complain. But I do need some more cleaning done. Because the cleaning right now is mediocre at best. You know what I mean? I mean, none of the bins are full. I mean, there was a couple, but I got rid of those. Like this one. Like, they're all, like, you know, he's done all right on the bins. I don't know how people didn't have a bin to put stuff in. Like, end of the day, majority of the bins were not full. You know what I mean? Majority of them had space. So I think people were just lazy. More than anything. You know what I mean? Oh, my God. Brilliant. Oh, fucking hell. We got one pedo, guys. One pedo to add to the pedo watch list. I can't remember their name. I think it was like Rosa something. Or Rose something. I know it was like Rose something, I'm pretty sure. There you go, that's close enough. Another gift. Wonderful. Just throw it in that direction. I'll find it. As long as it clears the pool, that's what matters. I think that is the majority of the trash. Okay, wonderful. So, let's nail all of these, right. There. That was 3 back-to-back 10s right there, by the way. Like, back-to-back-to-back 10s, bruv. I'm just too good at this. I'm too good at this, bruv. Way too good. Like, I'm like the Kobe Bryant of fucking throwing trash in a bin. Know what I mean? Oh, shit. Apparently not of using my legs, though. You know, that's also something I do seem to have a problem with. There's a bunch of trash everywhere, bruv. Like, look at this. Look at this shit. Look at all the trash, bruv. Trash there. Trash there. Some trash here. Goodness me, guys. Absolutely disgraceful. How much trash. Horrible. Horrible. More trash. More trash. Look. I'm only one man, bruv. I can only do so much. Okay, that overshot by a mile. Jesus Christ. I have a lot of things I need to restock now. I will say. Oh, more vomit. Brilliant. I guess I'll mop up the vomit, I guess. Brilliant. I don't know why everyone's been vomiting. Look, what's been going wrong? Mop up the puddle. Mop up some more puddles. Then we got to clean everything. And then we need to repair everything. Then we need to restock. And then we'll see what we can do with our money. Because I would like to add some new decorations. You know what I mean? I think my cleaner today had a bit of a shoddy job. I'm not going to lie. He's done a pretty shoddy job today. Like, last day, I was pretty acceptable with him. Today, can't say I'm too proud of what I've seen from my cleaner today. Now, like I said, I'm trying to be nice. Because of the fact that he's, you know, only one guy and he's got to clean an entire park. But, like, just saying. You know what I mean? I think I've got to have a little word with him. Because, look, I mean, he's missed a lot of stuff here. I mean, I guess nothing has been, like, fully grimy yet. You know what I mean? Everything's been, like, acceptable to be used. I'd like it to be more than that, but everything's at least been acceptable so far. As long as they're not, like, below 50%. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, like, okay. You know what I mean? Nice. Oh. Oh my god, like that. You know, exactly like that thing right there. That's disgusting amount of dirtiness. Alright. Well, that's cleaned. Now it's about repairing everything, I guess. I need to get, like, a way to, like, make things less fucking dirty. That's, like, my next upgrade I need. I don't know if that's possible, though. I don't know if that's, like, an allowed thing, if you get me. You know what I mean? I do need to restock everything, but... Is that graffiti? No, that's just a plant. Reflecting onto my bin. Or my toilet, sorry, not my bin. Do I know what a bin looks like? Apparently not. Did I do all of these lounges over here, or did I just do a little bit of one? Yeah, I didn't do all of them. I knew I didn't. Wonderful. Wonderful. Other than that, we got these lounges. Wonderful. Pool, toilet's looking good. Is the slide good? Slide's good. These are alright. Okay, good. You see what I mean, like, about my repairman, though? You know what I mean? Like, he keeps everything up to scratch compared to my cleaner. It's like, I clearly don't need another repairman. Like, Ryder does his job very fucking well. Like, he takes it very fucking seriously, and I respect that. You know what I mean? Okay, now I need to restock. I think I actually need to restock, like, everything. I'm not gonna lie. Can I, like, zap myself while I'm in the pool? Oh! Yep. I answered that question, myself, guys. Yes, I can zap myself. I'm going to bed now. Yeah, don't worry, bro. End of the day, I'm going to be ending off on this day. I'm literally just buying a few things, and then I'm going to be ending off. So, I mean, you can either stay till the end or you can go early. I don't mind. Like, end of the day, I'm going to literally wrap up this day and then end. Because I need to fucking go to bed because I've had a long day. Right, I got hot dogs. It was a good stream, though, you know. It was a very good stream. Like, end of the day, we got the predictions done. Like, obviously, going over that. We got a lot of this game. Well, we got a decent bit of this game done as well. And obviously, you know, Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4 will be next time. You know what I mean? I need more lemonade. I need more hot dogs. I don't need more granola bars. I'm fine on those. I need more lemonade over here. I don't remember if I need more hot dogs or bars. Yeah, I could do with more bars and hot dogs as well. So I need 2 lemonades. I need 2 hot dogs. And I need a granola bar. From the shop. And I need a chlorine to go and put in the corner again. Because I'm running low on the old that. Hot dogs! Yeah, Mom. That's 1 stocked. Second one.
Welcome to Kmart.
Nice. Oh wait, hot dogs. Sorry, yeah, I've got to go all the way down here for my other hot dogs. Yeah, I'll see what I can buy with my 6k, and then, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to research much. I haven't got many upgrade points, this time round, because there wasn't as much science available to me, you know what I mean?
Welcome to Kmart.
Granola bars, and then I need 2 lemonades. I think someone just got hit by a car there, guys. I think I heard someone just get hit by a car. Right, there we go. That's granolas. And now I need just a couple more. Oh, there's Santa with his sleigh, guys. Oh.
Welcome to Kmart.
Guess he's still running a little bit behind on the old presents this year. You know what I mean? Because it is already New Year now, and obviously, clearly he's still about. You know what I mean? So maybe he's a little bit behind. You know what I mean? On his orders. Have you been a good boy or girl? If you haven't been a good boy or girl, then you know who you're going to find.
Welcome to Kmart.
Right. And that, with this lemonade, and then buying chlorine, I forgot about that. That is me ready to go for next time, when I play, which is good. Oh, let me just quickly zoom on past you real quick. I'd like to buy a bottle of the old chlorine, if you don't mind. I need to add the paedophile to the pedo watch list, but I'll do that, like, before I end the stream. Because I'll look back at who it was. Okay, wonderful. And with that being said, let me go and talk to my man Yogi. I don't remember what I need to do for this. Hello. Sorry, I just had to get into the mood, you know, of the Zen, and get the voice ready as well. You must let the water dance. Give it shape. Give it purpose. Let your park reflect the chaos within you. Path to enlightenment. Build 3... Oh, build fountains. Oh, well, that's perfect, because that's exactly what I'm about to go and do. Because I'm going to use my money to build those. So in terms of research, we only have 7 points. I could do the staff overflow or resort toilets or something like that. But I think the one I want the most, to be blatantly honest with you guys, is I think I want the vending machine. Because then I don't have to serve as much lemonade. Because obviously hot dogs, I'm not serving that many. Lemonade, I'm serving a bunch. And now if I get the vending machines, not as many people will need lemonade because they can just buy drinks from vending machines. So that'll be that. I don't think there's any that are like 2. No. Oh, there's a couple I can get though. I can get the attraction decorations, which I don't hate because I do need to buy more of those. And then I can also get... I can get nothing on that one. I haven't got enough research points. Okay, so if I buy, real quick, the vending machines, where would I put them? Can I put one over here still, do you think? Can I build, like, a... If I turn the camera to look this way. How much are the vending machines, by the way? Like, drinks. $2,000 each! Fuck that for now. Jesus Christ! Okay, we're gonna build a couple of fountains. Where do I want my fountain area to be? Like, where would be like a... I guess here, with like the toilets. They're kind of like, you know... The enlightenment. You know what I mean? The path to enlightenment. Okay, well, no. Did I just accidentally put one down? Well, I thought I put one down. They're not down. Where did I put that fucking one? Hold on. I literally pressed to build. Oh, there's some sick decorations, by the way. The ones I just bought. How do I rotate it? There you go. Why does it not let me build there? You know what I mean? Like, I've been able to do it on the other side, but on this side, it's like, no. But look, I try and put it there, it spends the money, and then it doesn't let me build it. That's just I'm being robbed, guys. I'm being robbed of money. Because I wanted to do that, and then do it on both sides, so it's like a grandiose, you know what I mean? That one doesn't work. Not there, anyway. I'll put that one, like, in the middle, like that. No, that looks shit. That looks fucking shit. I'm getting rid of that. I'm deleting that. What about that one? Does that look alright? Okay, that one I can live with. That one I can live with. Reason why, guys, is because I can put 2 of those, like here. I can put one there, like that, and then I can get another one and put it there. Like that, you know what I mean? And that kind of works. There you go, wonderful. This one, I'm putting somewhere else in the park. Like, I'll put it somewhere, but not there. I'll tell you that. I'll put it in like a, I'll just put it like over here, you know, give it a nice decoration, you know what I mean? Just give it a bit of like just give it so we've got a little bit of decoration, you know what I mean? There's some very nice decor. I just want to get this part working. Okay, wait a minute. Can I move? Wait a minute. Hold on. I got an idea. If I move that. There we go. Now it'll let me build it. Fuck, I need to fucking get rid of that bloody building there. I need to get the destruction hammer. Give me a second, 1 minute, hold on. I need my destruction hammer. Because I've got buildings that I don't want to build. I can see it, look. It was working, it was just under the plant. I think that'll be the final one. Oh well, I'll put another one down. I broke it just to make sure it was the final one. There you go. Wonderful. And now I need to go and get the fucking build hammer again. Fuck's sake. Oh! Okay, right. I need my build hammer. There it is. And now, we've got a little bit of like a grandiose to the showers. You know what I mean? Like the way this looks, if I put this one up, look. Oh, now that's like a little grandiose as you enter into the showers. You know what I mean? Do I want to put a middle one, like this one? I don't think I want it in the middle. I think I like the middle being quite clear. I can get some fences. I don't hate that, you know. But I don't know where I'd want to put it. Holy shit! That's a big plant. But at the same time, honestly, why not? Like, under the slide, you know what I mean? Why not make the slide under part look a little bit more nice? You know what I mean? That's a fat off plant, but like it makes it look a bit more like, you know, homely under the slide, if you get me. Like that. That looks a bit more nice now. A little bit more like love under there. A little bit less bare. I want to keep this open because this is like the where it all connects. So if I'm going to put something here, I'm going to put something interesting here. And now, all I need to do now with my final bit of money is put down one. I know I need one more fountain for the fucking, his thing, but I'm not doing that right now. I need to put down one more, thing, which is a drinks vending machine for 2,000. Where I want to put it, now that's a different story. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to put it over here. Maybe, like, over here. I don't hate the idea of putting it, like, over here. You know what I mean? Like, maybe put it, like, here. I think that works. You know what I mean? Like, get a little drinks vending machine here, and then when you're done with your drink, you can put it in the bin. You know what I mean? Boom! And that right there, without further ado, is a drinks vending machine. So now I need to go and get some soda real quick, which I'm hoping will... Whoa! Okay, well, brilliant. And he should be selling soda now, I'm hoping.
To Kmart.
Soda, hello, you got some soda for me? Ah, wonderful, soda, thank you very much. Oh, I do apologise there, mate, but that's kind of on you, you know what I mean? It's not on him whatsoever, but, you know, I blame him anyway. And that right there is a stocked fucking soda drinks machine of lemonade or lemon max. So if you don't want the freshly squeezed stuff, just come grab yourself a soda from the soda machine. Wonderful. That is beautiful. And it's already Christmas colours as well. Nice green look. Wonderful. Oh, that right there, I am gassed. Absolutely fantastic. Now, when I next play, I do have to try and remind myself to buy all the Christmas stuff that I unlocked. For instance, there's the Christmas trash bin. There's Christmas snow that I can put down, you know, to make it look a bit more snowy. So, yeah, there's quite a few things that I can go and get. But, yeah, you know, end of the day, that will be next time out. You know, end of the day, we're going to end off here, guys. That's a lot of fucking goddamn progress right there. So we'll save that. Save it again, just to be safe. And we'll exit to the main menu. And with that being said, you know, with the 50 gifts, we got ourselves the bin. Earth and snow. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all the way up to the top here because it ends in 6 days. And, I wasn't here for, like, early of the Christmas, you know what I mean? If I was here for early Christmas, we'd have been alright, but I wasn't playing this game at that point. I was playing Poppy's Playtime instead, so, you know, rest in peace. Anyway, with that being said, I think I am going to wrap up said stream here, guys. It has been a very long one. I do apologise. Well, actually, you know what? No, I don't apologise. It's been a good long stream, you know, 3 hours, 40 minutes. We got all of the, we got all of the bloody, we got all of the, Prem predictions review in, you know, where we reviewed what we, had, predicted at the start of the season, now that we're halfway. And end of the day, other than that, we've also done quite a lot of work on the McGee's Wet and Wild Waterpark. You know, we're getting very far and getting closer to getting the 4.5 stars, sorry. Well, no, we're at 3 and 3. We're getting close to 3.5. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, we're getting there. You know, we're getting there. We build that new slide, and hopefully that's going to get us some new bloody goddamn customers, guys. But with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here, guys. Thank you to everyone who's been here for the stream. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Mr. Wazza. Thank you, Gene, for popping in. Thank you, Kaizen, for being here. Thank you to Baz as well for joining early. Thank you to everyone as well who has been here and watching this in the future as well. Your support is also very much appreciated. If you do enjoy the content, please do not feel free to, or please do feel free to leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you're new here as well to catch any future content. Join the Discord from the link at the top of the top chat / live chat if you're watching this in the future, or check the description of the stream where I've also left a link to the Discord there. And also, just to make yourself stay tuned for any future content, you know, that I'm going to make on the channel. Obviously next time will be Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4. I had my reasons for not doing it today, and hopefully next time out, guys, we'll be able to start much earlier and be able to do a nice long session of Poppy's Playtime Chapter 4. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy